Hello, everyone. It's Shantae Half Genie Hero for day. What is this now? Day 4?
Day 4.
Huzzah. Alright, so starting out with us is Smoothies.
Hi, everyone. I don't know anything about Shantae.
Well, I guess you will going now. So,
Yay!
We Dude will be here in a little bit, but yeah, in the interest of time and to not do as much backtracking, we'll be doing Shantae Hero mode. Basically, this just starts with your transformation, so you don't have to backtrack quite as much for stuff.
Yeah, sounds great. I don't know what that means. Is it sort of like New Game Plus in a way?
Kind of, but not really. It doesn't start you with everything, it just starts you with some stuff early.
Cool. So how many Shantaes have there been?
This is the 4th one.
Okay, cool. Are they all independent games, or...?
They're all done by WayForward, who is independent, yes.
Okay.
The first one was a Game Boy Color game that came out after the Game Boy Advance came out, so it did awful sales-wise, and as a result, the few limited copies there were are now extremely rare and extremely pricey. Thankfully, it's on the 3DS eShop, so you can't play it there, although, like many first iterations of a franchise, it's easily not the best one. Then there was Risky's Revenge, which was a DSi-only release, which is also on the 3DS eShop, which was pretty good, but felt it was a bit too short. And then they really kind of hit it out of the park for most people with Pirate's Curse, which was a 3DS game. And I think it's on the Wii U. I don't think it's on the Switch yet. If there is going to be one. It's on other stuff, too.
Would you say it's safe to say that that is typically people's favorite?
Yeah, generally so, as far as my understanding goes. Yeah, this is Shantae Half Genie Hero. It is running on the DuckTales Remastered engine, actually, which we played earlier in the marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this was also a Kickstarter game, one of the ones that actually came out good. Unlike so many that kind of fell apart. But yeah, Shantae is the daughter of a genie and a human, so she's half genie, hence the title.
Okay, I was about to ask, what is the premise of this game?
Bad stuff is happening, go stop it.
Okay.
It's like a smattering of small side stories that are just kind of put into one game versus having one ongoing narrative. There is one as far as the beginning and end goes, but that's about it. Which is one of the things people take a bit of issue with this game. It's still a fantastic game gameplay-wise, it just has a few issues compared to Pirate's Curse.
Gotcha.
So what's chat feel about?
I see references to Mighty Number 9.
Yes, because I mentioned
I see
Kickstarter.
references to Yooka-Laylee. I guess we're talking about Kickstarter games.
Yep, so we do start with 6 of our transformations, which are mostly the ones we need to actually get stuff. We do not start with any of our abilities, though, so I will have to do some backtracking, but not as much.
We have a $5 donation from Christian, who says, Ryan, give your longest pound. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea what that means either.
Well, pound is all uppercase. Ryan, give your longest pound. I would just maybe say pound.
Pound!
Yeah. Put this towards GBA Mega Man. I really want to see John go through King's Fortress live.
That will be my choice as well. It'll be Mega Man and Bass. And so the game begins with our uncle working on some stuff as he's off to do with Bolo missing, who is in the bathhouse ogling the bathhouse lady. Great.
This animation looks like a mixture of frame by frame and tweening.
It's mostly tweening.
Yeah. Didn't previous titles have more frame by frame animation?
Well, because those were much more pixel arts.
Oh yeah.
This is running on DuckTales Remastered, where technically stuff is 3D, but it's modeled in such a way that it isn't.
Yeah.
Which is why the animation is different. So we have to run a quick errand to actually start the game. We got a magnet. Who knows how they work, but whatever.
So did WayForward also work on the Game Boy Color title?
Yes, WayForward owns the franchise, and they've worked on it ever since. No one else has touched a Shantae game.
What other titles have they done?
They've done the Mighty Switch games. They mostly do licensed stuff. Like they did DuckTales Remastered. They've done some other... I think they've done some like wrestling games. Like WWE stuff back in like, the Game Boy Color, Advance, etc. days. They did, I think, Contra 4.
Did Brain Scratch do a Mighty Switch? What's it called?
Mighty Switch Force?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the first 2 games for that.
Okay, yeah. That playthrough introduced me to that incredible soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is once again done by Jake Kaufman, who's been with the franchise since day one.
Nice.
So yeah, the soundtrack is of course really good. There's even a vocal track sung by Shantae's voice actress, Christina V, in this game. And for those of you not in the know, Christina V is a decently high-profile voice actress. She is currently the voice of Sailor Mars in the Sailor Moon new dubs.
Which I have not seen.
She's also done a lot of other anime roles, but that's probably the most famous character she's done.
I have seen some really bad stills of the new Sailor Moon, though.
Well, you mean like You mean between animation stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that exists for every animation, no matter what you're doing. There's always weird tweeners.
Yeah. In-betweening, I think.
Yeah, it's a matter of making it look good in motion, not necessarily good in still frames.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that for the new Pokemon. The new Pokemon looks so good, but some of those in-between frames can look pretty awful.
Yep. That's unfortunately just how animation works.
Yeah. So we have a $5 donation from David S. David writes, "Hi, Ryan, and everyone else here at the moment." So me. Great thing you guys are doing. My question is, do any of you read the Pokemon Adventures special manga?
I did until after the end of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Then, for whatever reason, Viz Media stopped releasing them in the traditional tankobon or what regular volume formats like most manga do. Instead, there's these 2 to 3.99 little tiny pamphlet things that are contain like 2 or 3 chapters, and it's just a really bad format. But I guess they want to appeal to kids more. Which I guess makes some amount of sense, but that's a really inconvenient way to read it. So
the only Pokemon sort of manga that I've ever read was, I don't even remember the title of it because I was young when I first saw it.
I assume Hey You not Hey You Pikachu, but it's the original. It's like the original one we got. No, the Electric Tail of Pikachu.
I think that was it. Yeah,
and, the one that had a lot of censored images because it was like the earliest part of Pokemon popularity. So they got a guy who drew all the female characters really overly sexily for some reason.
Oh no.
Yeah, like Gary's mom is like notoriously overly hot, like a total MILF. it's hilarious.
Oh my god, no. I do remember, I think it was in that comic where you get to see, I think it's maybe a Pinsir is cutting an Arbok in half or something?
No, the Arbok getting cut in half is part of the Pokemon Adventures.
Okay.
The Adventures manga is a much, I don't want to say realistic, because, it's Pokemon and all that, but it actually goes into what the Pokemon can actually do, and not like the anime where it's just like, use this bite attack, and it's just kind of like a beam thing that hurts them or something.
Yeah. I had one issue of both of those, and I would say issue because it wasn't like a thick, typical manga. There was for some reason, redone to be like American comic book style.
Yeah, that was probably Electric Tail of Pikachu. Because Dragon Ball had the same problem back then, where a lot of manga that were coming over at the time, due to Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon's popularity and all that, they desperately tried to basically mirror everything, so it would fit in a American comic book style. So instead of going right to left, it's now left to right.
And when I was that age, I was too stupid to realize that those were two different comics, and I thought they were part of like the same series. And so like when I went from issue 1 of Electric Tail of Pikachu to issue 2 of the other comic, I'm like, what the where all the time go? What happened? Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
there's a bunch of different Pokemon manga, at least back then. They mostly just stick with the Adventures one because that's like the one everyone likes and actually works.
I need to. I think I might want to maybe revisit those. Are they any good?
The Adventures one is good, yeah. I mean, Electric Tail of Pikachu is good for a laugh, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
There's some other ones, but I haven't really read them, so.
Yeah, neither have I. The rest of the question is, which are your favorite arc and characters?
Mostly, I'm
I'm
an old school fan, so red, blue, and gold and silver.
I just about explained my entire experience with it, so.
I think Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum is probably the worst of what I've read, mostly because the characters aren't very interesting.
Well, David goes on to say, my favorite arc is the Diamond and Pearl and X and Y arc.
I haven't read X and Y, unfortunately.
And my favorite characters are Diamond, Platinum, X, and Y.
Oh yeah, and that's also the manga where everyone's named the actual game's title. Which makes some amount of sense when they're colors or whatever. So it's kind of stupid, but I could see that happening. Then you get to Diamond and Pearl, where it's like a boy's named Diamond, and hi, I'm X. The worst is Black and White, where you have it's kind of just a weird, funny aneurysm moment thing where you have this clearly white/Asian character, depending on how you look at the drawings. Then it says, "Hi, I'm black." It's like,
yeah. Or if someone's like calling out their name and they just say black, it's like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Calm it down. We have a $5 donation from Pizza Pants, who says, "Hey, if you found a cute Genie girl, spelled Genie differently, like Jin, Genie girl who offered you one wish, would you take it? And what would you wish for?"
I'm not sure what I would wish for, but why wouldn't you take it?
I mean, why wouldn't I take it?
Yeah, it's like there's no stipulation attached to it, apparently, so.
Yeah, no stipulation attached, so what would you wish for?
Assuming I could literally wish for anything, I would wish for more wishes, but.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's a cop-out answer, but honestly, that's the smart thing to do.
Okay, if you couldn't wish for more wishes.
I would wish for the ability to wish for more wishes.
Oh, there you go. The rest of it says, put this $5 to putting smoothies in the Sims hotbox. We could use a 420 break after this stressful game marathon. Hey.
Hey.
That puts.
Well, speaking of, what time is it? No, it's 5:03. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pizza Pants.
Yeah, see, this is why I'm doing hero mode, to save a bunch of time so I don't have to come back here just to do this stuff.
What would you have to do otherwise?
You have to wait till you get correct transformations to get this stuff. So you could go. Most of the stuff is optional, but it makes your life a lot easier.
Okay.
But you do need to do a lot of backtracking if you want to get the quote-unquote good ending. So it's just a case of saving time and making things easier later on, while I can still technically, fill out the time and all that.
Sorry for all of those who have played this game and are just basically hearing Ryan explain the whole thing to me. We have $5 from Wild Woody. It's Woody. Wild Woody. Golly, it's just so exciting to see all my platforming pals help raise money for charity, and so much too. If there's a Platformania 2, how's about letting me in the action? We'll see. I got a lot of free time ever since my game failed. Since my game failed, the sell of zillion copies needed to secure a sequel. Think about it, Kay. I'll be waiting. That was a confusing comment, but thank you so much for your $5 donation, Wild Woody.
Money is money.
Money is money. Blah6 gives us $5 and says, "Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
You remember me from Klonoa?"
Sorry, what was the name again?
Blah6.
I don't recall.
Oh. We get we've had over 400 donations, guys. So it does get hard to keep track of all the names.
Yeah, and I'm mostly focused on playing the game, so it's one of those
Yeah.
cases where I can hear what you're saying and I understand, but it's also partially it kind of goes in one ear out the other very quickly because I have to focus on the game.
It stays in your temporary memory.
Yeah.
Anyway, can't wait to see the most adorable half genie ever go through her latest outing. Here's a question. Do like it when I guess he's saying, do you like it when Shantae's precious hair is flowing free of ties? For example, in her jammies.
It looks fine.
Ryan doesn't care too much about hairstyle. Her
all-
hair is great.
It all depends
go
on
on.
how the girl wears it.
Yeah. Her hair is great no matter what. But I just wanted other options. Kinda a shame the voice acting goal wasn't reached, but I still love this game and I can't wait for the DLC. Put this towards Gareth Burning in The Sims, as both Ted and Johnny have suffered enough.
All right, I will have to come back here because one of the side quest things isn't active because I'm technically on my first run through. Oh well. This should be one of the few times this happens.
How could you, Ryan? You're supposed to play this perfectly.
Yeah, play it however I damn well feel like.
All right, Christian donates $5. Hey guys, when I said pound earlier, I was referring to the fisherman voice by Kevin Conroy.
Oh, okay. Back to the Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, in the Jack and Daxter
1 pound
one.
fishies and 5 pound fishies.
Have fun with the run. Another 5 to Mega Man and base.
Tinker Slug, don't call it Poop Toot.
Poop too?
Risky Boots gives it one of those overly long names to make it sound fancy, and then Shantae just shortens it to Poop Toot because that's the first letter of every word in the name.
That's great.
Yeah, normally you're not supposed to have 4 hearts here. Unfortunately, this boss is a bit sound cue based, so because you have to ring the bell to get the explosive barrel to appear, but it only does it so many times.
So does each game have like a different theme to it? Is this one very piratey?
No, Risky Boots is the main antagonist for the series.
Okay.
This setting takes place in a semi-Middle East, Arabian Nights sort of thing, Arabic land, and there's like pirates and other stuff, so.
So where would this game rank in terms of the soundtracks of all the Genie games?
The Shantae games?
Yes, the Shantae games.
It's music-wise, it's probably 1 or 2 after Pirate's Curse. I mean, with the first one, you're on the Game Boy Color, so you're very limited in that aspect.
Yeah, people will sometimes say, I don't know how familiar you are with Sonic 3D Blast's music.
Yeah, 3D Blast for the Genesis versus Saturn.
I prefer the Genesis version because the composition is better in my opinion, but a lot of people will just go towards the other because
Quality.
Because it can actually have 32-bit sound.
And another reoccurring plot point, Shantae has been fired from her Guardian Genie job. Because the mayor of Sequinland I can't remember the name of this town actually, is a idiot. So basically after every level you can come back to town and someone here will give you a quest to go to the next area. Fairly simple stuff. Let's go to the item shop and buy some stuff.
So are there side quests in this?
Not really, unfortunately. It is a bit annoying, but...
We have a $5 donation from Half Genie Ryan, or Half Gene Ryan. who
Saying
says,
I can't be a genie? Saying I
not,
can't
not
be a
full
genie, I'm not
genie.
good enough?
No, you can only be a half.
Nah.
My favorite BSC member Ryan playing Shantae, Chia buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you, half Gene Ryan.
Also, make note of the mayor of the town's appearance. He's clearly just not Toad.
It's okay. He's inspired by Toad.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I like to think he's just old Toad.
Toad, you grew some legs. Oh my god.
Yeah, he actually has legs now. That's why he's the king of all Toads. He has legs. The almighty tallest.
I love in Zim how their leaders are just taller than everyone else. That's great.
Yeah, and then Dib calls him out on it.
Your leaders are just taller than everyone else?
Have you heard anything about that movie?
I've been keeping up to date as far as I follow Jonan Vasquez on Twitter, and that's it.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter as well, so. Alright, let's
Yeah.
go get that side quest down. Well, quote-unquote side quest, but you do need to do it to keep going.
It's a side quest, but it's required?
Yeah, it's something that you have to do, but the game doesn't explicitly tell you to do it.
So...
Well, no, you need to do it if you want to get the best ending. Sorry.
Ah, okay. So it's not like in Sonic Chronicles where you have to get the leader of Gun's stapler in order to progress.
Yeah. It's a little bit more involved with that. On this one, you just need to kill all the guys in the restaurant so she can take it back.
Ah, this is the level we used for the Platformania trailer.
Yep, it's the first level of the game. Also, first one they showed off.
Yes, the Bagel 14. That is the real Smoothies. Almost mispronounced my own name. Which is funny because my name is a mispronunciation of Smoothies.
Can't even remember your own name. How sad.
Well, the other day I legit forgot how old I was.
Really?
Yes. I couldn't remember if I was 26 or 27. Turns out I'm 27.
Oh, we're the same age.
Hey.
Hey. What's your birthday? We have to determine who's technically older.
All right, October 23rd.
February 14th. I'm older.
Nice.
I have seniority here.
Damn it.
I will need to come back to this general area one more time later to get something for the best ending. But at that point, I should have to warp dancing and skip that entire first part.
So what do you have to get the best ending?
You will need to get a bunch of random trinkets that the bosses you fight drop. So they'll give you something of Risky Boots so you can find her at the end of the game. Because she's threatening the world and genies and all that, so... Yeah, so we need to destroy some bad guys in a restaurant so a girl can get her restaurant back, who is actually a recurring character from the second game onward, and we unfortunately killed her dog in the second game. And yes, killing her dog is technically canon, so...
Amazing.
Yeah, it's typical way forward, very weird and sometimes very dark humor.
Which is the best kind, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Everyone has their own taste. There we go.
I think my favorite tastes in comedy are absurdist and dry and dark.
So, Monty Python, Zim, and Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean? I mean, I do like Mr. Bean, but...
Mostly because you don't get much reaction. Everything's just a bit more dry than other humor in that style, at least as far as the United States goes.
Yeah. I think one good combination of all the things that I like in humor are... what is that guy? What is that actor slash comedian's name. He's the main guy in Black Books. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Have you watched Black Books?
Can't say I have. The only guy I was thinking when you brought up a singular guy was Leslie Nielsen.
No, Dylan Moran.
Dylan Moran,
Oh, that
okay.
guy is amazing. Yeah, he's fantastic. You need to watch Black Books, sir. I think you would love it.
All right, I'll take note of that. And we got some salted caramel.
Hey!
And she specifically says it's candy for dogs, so you know what we're going to do with it?
We're gonna feed it to a dog and kill it?
Nope, we're going to give it to a little kid
Oh, great.
who pays us in birdseed.
As you do.
Yeah. Like I said, this game is weird. But it is what it is. I believe she shows up now once I go back to the shop with this. No, he's not here. Oh yeah, she's back in Sky's hatchery. I had to leave and go back in. No? I may be forgetting incorrectly. No, I'll go to the second world then. She'll probably appear after that. Thankfully, you can do all the technically good ending stuff after you beat every level, so.
Okay.
Save accompli. And Bolo's following us on this adventure. He's the town screw-up.
Okay, give me just a moment to catch up with all this. I've got a lot of things I've been running all at once. Just give me a chance to catch up with all of it.
Righto.
Sorry about that. If you can just bear with me for a second.
It's all good. Just going through the second level of the game. Oops, not start. What you just saw was a sunken soul, which is one of the things we need to give to a bad guy later. On normal mode, there is a lot of backtracking if you want to get stuff done as soon as you possibly can. And I just got one of the last abilities you'll ever get in the game on a normal run-through. First run-through on the second level.
Nice.
Yep. Is there anything down here? I don't know this game, like, super well. I know it well enough, but...
Oh,
What'd you do?
Twitter.
What about Twitter?
Nothing. They've messed with their GUI just slightly recently.
Oh, is that why like my messages tab has been kind of freaking out?
Yes. Alright, I'm nearly there, Ryan.
Gotcha. It's all
Thanks for
good.
hanging tight.
It's all good. No particular rush. And we got the mermaid dance, hooray! Which is just generally better than the crab dance. The water portions of any given level are probably the most annoying parts of the game. Mostly because until you get upgrades for each aquatic form, you can't really defend yourself. The other being that there's just not as much there, so you're kind of just exploring, and that's about it. Around and up. And the secret key, which the gallery keys unlock standard, look at all this art we did for the game and all that. But if you get all 10, you get an infinite magic meter. Which
Hey,
absolutely breaks the game because one of the power-ups you can eventually buy from the shop is third tier, as far as the shield goes, is basically complete invulnerability. Which means you can just cruise through the final bosses no problem.
So, are you okay with game mechanics where it's like you can become invincible if you earn it?
If you earn it, that's fine because you can always turn it off. Well, that's stipulated. As long as you can turn it off.
So, where do you stand on things like in Super Mario 3D World, where you can get the invincibility tunic thing, whatever?
The invincibility tanuki.
Yeah.
That's more or less that game's kind of super guide, which as long as you can ignore it, fine, whatever. I feel like as long as you have to earn it somehow and not basically suck at the game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I'm on the fence about it because it'd be nice if it was an option like in the menu to turn on and off.
Yeah, like if you could turn off super guide, that'd be fine, but...
Yeah. But when it's just kind of, I think Woolly World did that. I think they did a much better job of implementing that.
Oh yeah, with the flying Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
And at least that's still making you play the game.
Too bad the game wasn't interesting enough for me to finish.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of the Yoshi games. The best one I think is Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, and that still has problems.
Yeah, I would say that was my favorite growing up. Yoshi's story has a lot of problems.
Yeah, I would agree.
Pizza Pants donates $5, saying, "This is the game I was most looking forward to in the marathon.
Really?
At least until next Tuesday." So, are you referring to Sonic Mania?
I would assume that's what he's meaning. Yes.
Well, because we also have 2 other games that day. Now
we do.
Now we do. So I might have a lot of questions, he says. Do you have a favorite track from this game? Not including Dance Through the Danger.
That is the vocal track. I'm not really sure. I don't really think about favorite tracks too much, all things considered. And obviously you don't have any because you haven't played the game, so...
I don't have one, sorry. And Pizza Pants says their favorite is Counterfeit Mermaids.
That's this one, I would imagine.
$5 more to Smoothies, and I assume that means for me to burn. Yeah, because that's what their last donation was. Smoothies, where you at, Smoothies?
Smoothies.
Movies?
Smoothies.
What? Who did that?
That was Hero.
I did.
Hey.
What are we on? So, what did I miss?
Absolutely nothing of consequence.
Hooray? Question mark?
Well, we're just playing Shantae, so...
Oh, okay.
So, Ryan, would you like to remind us why we are here today?
We are here to support International Rescue... Is it? I can never remember the full name because I'm very terrible with it.
International Rescue Committee, the IRC.
The IRC. Not Internet Relay Chat. Which is a joke I made. Yeah, I went all this way just to break open a block. That will save us time later. Yeah, the Internet Rescue Committee.
International Rescue Committee.
Yep. They go around helping refugees and other people in dire need around the world. So, yay for them. And we're doing that to help other people, especially in these troubled times worldwide.
Yes. We are currently at... I had it just a second ago. Let's see where we are. I hope people like the sound of me
Clickety clack, clickety clacking.
Yeah, you're gonna hear it all day.
All the clickety clackety.
Oh, joy.
So much
what
clickety clacking.
happens?
Hey, it gets melee pleasures an orgasm.
Whatever suits yourself.
Our current total is 10,526.
If I had to name a favorite musical track in this game based on what was said earlier, probably this one. Alright. Boop-a-doop. You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Juggling all day, every day.
Every day you're juggling.
Boop, 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 boop. We have 2 more donations. $5 from Mega Gundam Man.
Mega Gundam Man.
Yeah, who says this money goes out to the Mermaid Queen being saved here, and the artwork contributed by me for this game too.
Cool.
Thank you, Mega Gundam Man.
What was that squeak?
Gareth's keyboard.
That was Garrett's keyboard?
I was just moving it across the desk.
Wow.
Yeah, today Gareth's desk has hurt me twice, crushed my hand twice today. The drawer falls out. His computer is barely working. It's on its last legs. So,
We noticed.
yeah, I'm sure you did. You keep telling that boy, stop buying comic books and invest in yourself.
Stop buying Archie comic books. Supporting
Well,
Jughead
you
isn't
will
going
now.
to bring Sonic back.
So what are all the different power-ups you have? Or I guess transformations?
Transformations. I have the monkey, crab, mermaid, elephant, harpy, and mouse dance. Fairly simple stuff. Crab lets you go and walk underwater. Mermaid lets you swim around freely in water. Elephant basically lets you destroy and push around large blocks, even though its jump and speed are pretty bad. Monkey can climb walls and jump higher. Harpy lets you straight up fly, which is the reason why it's usually the last one you get. That should be about it.
How do you obtain each power-up? Is it by defeating bosses?
Yeah.
So is this game somewhat like Mega Man in a way?
It's like a mix of kind of... Well, this is the only one where you get the power-ups technically through beating bosses. Most of them you have to find or... Like in the first game when you got the power-ups, you technically beat the boss, but you got them from genies that were captured by said bosses. It's a weird setup, I know.
In the chat, Elijah asks, "Hey Ryan, what are your thoughts on the Infinite trailer?"
So much cheese.
Hmm.
So much edge.
Ryan, are all 4 members of BSC Sonic fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all pretty big Sonic fans.
Okay.
Which is why we usually do our early bird stuff. Which we definitely will be doing for Mania after this is over. So, just so everyone knows about that.
Early bird.
Like we did with Adventure 2 with Gareth a couple years ago, where everyone got mad at everything. Because we can't have civil discussions on the internet. Especially when someone like us say one more and someone like us say 2 more.
Where do you stand on SA1 versus 2?
I like SA2 generally more.
You know, if you had asked me a couple years ago, I probably would have said SA1. But for Fund the Charity Room last year, I did an SA1 versus SA2 bid war, and whenever someone would donate more towards one, I would stop playing whatever game I was playing and switch over to the other. And
I mean, not to say I dislike Adventure 1 by any means. I just think SA2 is a better game overall.
And so I was literally playing one and then the other right next to each other, and I think I like SA2 more, which is I didn't think that I did, but I did.
Yeah, I mean, SA1 definitely has its pros. I think its soundtrack is better. For one.
Yeah, I would. Yep, the soundtrack is definitely better in SA1.
Yeah, the presentation's better in SA1, but
so, I mean,
SA2 has stronger gameplay.
Yeah, stronger gameplay, I think.
Not stronger, but more focused.
More focused, and I think the mech controls better than Gamut does than Adventure 1. Because I felt Gamut was a bit too loose. I feel the mechs have some more appropriate weight to them.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say almost all the characters in SA1 are really loose.
Yeah.
I'd say Sonic is the most well-rounded.
Yeah.
Or is most balanced.
And I know everyone harps on SA2 about, Tails is in a mech. Well, in a 3D space, Tails kind of broke all the platforming.
Yeah, in SA1, I mean, they had to make it a race. They gave his levels a race mechanic because they're like...
There'd be no point to platforming then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does kind of make sense for Tails' character because he's a mechanic.
Yeah. Gotta actually show him doing that stuff. Now show that IQ that rivals Eggman's. Which I think the first time anyone actually brought that up in anything was actually the OVA. If my memory is correct, unless they did something about it in, like, an obscure Saturn thing or whatever.
I don't remember Tails doing anything technological.
Well, I guess Tails' Adventure, but...
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because Sky Patrol was just stupid, but... Oops, did not want to do that.
Sky Patrol is one of the hardest children's games I've ever played.
Yeah, it is. Well, even then, it's not really hard. It's just that the gameplay doesn't quite mesh with what they're trying to do on the Game Gear. Because if you know what you're doing, you can beat that game in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, but, I mean, for someone who doesn't... To get through those levels, you really have to know the layout of them, because if you can't predict what's coming up next, you can get screwed really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence that stipulation. So what's the comment section have to say about anything?
We are talking about Tails.
Our high-flying friend.
Our high-flying friend.
Our high-flying friend fails.
We get another $5 from Pizza Pants, who says, "Counterfeit Mermaids is the song in the factory. I guess we have the same favorite song."
Yep, there we go then.
If you could do a dance to turn into an animal, what animal would you want to be, and what type of dance would you do?
I am not a dancer, being a white guy. Let's see.
Neither am I, but if I had to have a dance to turn into an animal, I'd just choose the dab.
The dab.
Just because it's the hot, spicy thing to do right now.
I know I was in high school when Soulja Boy was a thing, so maybe that.
There we go. And what animal?
I have no idea. That's a question that I would have to think about, but I'm too busy concentrating on this stuff.
Yeah.
I'd go with a
To
bird.
relate to
An eagle.
Well, to relate to another platformer, Hedgehog, because you can go first.
Sorry, you kind of broke up there, Hero. We didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
Okay. Okay. For the animal, I would choose hedgehog because you can go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Hedgehogs aren't fast.
Must go fast.
But yeah, I'd choose an eagle just so I could go places, fly, and I'd have amazing vision, and no one would get mad at me just for pooping wherever I want.
I see. That's good to know, I guess.
Yeah. Watch the skies, people. Smoothies is flying.
Boy, I love auto-scrollers. Don't you love auto-scrollers?
Yay!
Another funny thing with the infinite magic, there's a spell that leaves you floating in the air as long as you have magic to use it, but you have infinite magic, you can skip these auto-scroller parts entirely by just floating.
Five.
Oh.
Okay, looks like X6 got $5 more.
What's wrong with you people?
Which one? Have you played either of those?
I have played Mega Man and Base. I have not really played X6 a lot. I have seen it plenty and I know why it sucks.
Which one do you think sucks more?
It's hard to say in general because something's goodness, or both of those games' goodness and badness depends upon stipulations and who you're playing as. Like Mega Man and Base, if you're playing the Super Famicom version as Base, is nowhere near as bad as the Game Boy Advance version with playing as Mega Man. I would say overall, though, X6 is probably worse on a design front because of all that crap, all the altering the levels crap as a nightmare system or whatever.
Hmm. Okay. And we got another Perler.
Oh, Bolo, you're so stupid. It's boss time. It's a giant mermaid with a huge rack. Yeah, the series likes to have its fan service at points.
Okay, Bobby, I switched it for you. I put that extra money into X6 and into the Amiibo raffle. You are all set to go.
Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby. We got $5 from David S.
I tell you, that donator just ain't right.
Hi again. Are you guys familiar with Sonic songs? Ask the Sonic Heroes?
Nope.
I am not. It's a super fun series where the Sonic characters ask questions and where Shadow is the ultimate meme lord and Instagrammer.
Sounds like a weird fan project.
I assume so. Whoa, what's up with the giant mermaid? Damn.
That's what I was just talking about.
I just now saw it. Hashtag I got kissed by the coolest. Hashtag Kylo Ren is my bro. Thank you, David S. We got a $5 donation from Funny Hot Dog Movie.
Funny hot dog man.
Funny Hot Dog Movie says, clearly you are forgetting the best Sonic Adventure game, Sonic 06. Put this towards Mega Man and Base.
It's technically not an adventure game because adventure's not in the title.
And it's because it has everything else.
Same format, and it used to be called SA3, just like how a lot of games had the running project name of SA3.
Yep.
So the rumors go.
But they are rumors, so. And now that we hit the mermaid enough times, she just explodes.
That wasn't very nice.
Because all bosses must explode for some reason. We saved the discount mermaids. Yeah, Techno Baron was kidnapping village girls, putting mermaid fins on them, and then selling them as food. Did I say this game was dark at times? But the mermaid's nice now, so all's good.
Pizza Pants donated $5 saying, if there was a secret character in Sonic Mania, who would you want it to be?
Probably classic Amy.
Classic Amy.
I mean, that's the only one that really makes sense.
$5 more dollars to smoke.
I would pick one of the more obscure characters, but Amy would be the better choice.
No, I agree with Ryan. I would like classic Amy.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Classic Amy would be better, but I would like to see some of the more obscure characters.
I mean, I would also would like Mighty and Raider return because they could very easily be palette swaps with Sonic and Tails.
You know what would also be great? If classic Amy, if she could get all the Chaos Emeralds and turn into Super Amy.
Or if you just use the Chaos Emeralds to wish herself a few years older. So he got better name as design in the game.
She changed her clothes and got a haircut. That's it.
Yeah.
So do you come back to this?
You come back to the hub world
town
after every
quite a
level.
lot?
Yeah. Well, you come back here after every level. It just has your, you know, your shop and all that.
Someone in the chat was just talking about how Amy's feet got bigger, and yeah, whatever. But I just noticed that Amy's shoes, her modern shoes, are the same design as that one Speed Racer guy from the Sonic X cartoon. What was that?
Oh, the guy we met in the first episode who challenged Sonic to a race and then failed miserably because Sonic is Sonic.
Yeah, they have the same shoes, but what was his name? And what was the name of the team?
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Like the X Squad or something like that.
Because the police need a special squad that drive drag racers.
Yeah. Or, helicopters.
Yeah.
Just do the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Speed. His name is Sam Speed.
Sam Speed, yeah. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer.
Yeah, why was Sam Speed wearing Amy's shoes?
Because he's weird. Hello there, Toad. And now that everyone's forgotten the memory, we get a map for the third level. Hooray! Which I will probably go to and do because I need some stuff that came from there to do stuff in the previous two levels. And of course, Sky, our friend with the giant bird, has this pretty much unending duh face because she lost her memory, which, okay. But she still remembers how to fly the bird so we can get to where we need to go, so that's good at least. Have any new donations there?
No.
Yep.
Not yet.
So what's the chat got to say about everything?
The chat is talking about Sam Speed, and for some reason they're on Metopia. What happened? Why you guys Metopia?
I haven't played Metopia, so whatever.
Is that the phone game?
No, I think that's a 3DS game. I can't remember because I don't really care about it too much, so.
Because the Miis have always been like a free thing, I can't imagine ever playing or paying for a Mii game. It feels wrong.
It's also a matter of I don't find them all that interesting, so tacking on a general RPG setup or something just doesn't interest me that much.
Mm.
It's like, oh, you can
yeah,
play this RPG as crappy avatar versions of your friends. That's neat, I guess.
I was thinking of Mitomo earlier.
Yeah, Mitomo's the phone game.
Mitomo was fun for a day.
Yeah. Like most mobile crap. See, WayForward bucks all the platformer trends by not doing a Nintendo and putting the desert level third.
What?
No wonder why Shantae didn't get into Smash. Miyamoto didn't like her.
It broke new grounds!
Totally.
Feel free to ask us some questions in the chat, guys.
Ask us anything. Even though we're not on Reddit.
Yeah, just ask us anything.
Noah asks, "Can I make humans in Sonic Forces?" I wish.
You can't make Chris Thorndike no matter how much you want to.
Blue Blur wants to know if Ryan, do you still play Fire Emblem Heroes?
No, it got way too much of a grind.
Smoothies, who's your best waifu? In Persona 5, it's Hifumi.
Persona 5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be lame and go with everyone's waifu. This is everyone's favorite waifu.
Should I get a PS2 or a GameCube? Oh, that's PS2. Oh, they both have a lot of good games.
I would say PS2 in general, but GameCube, if you want to go for more obscure stuff, that unfortunately costs a lot.
Yes, it's true. GameCube games prices have not gone down very much.
No, just look at Fire Emblem Path of Radiance or so. That game still at convention goes for like 100 to 120 bucks.
Yeah, I see. I didn't grow up with the PS2, but I remember being envious of all the titles it had.
Yeah, the PS2 just had everything.
Yeah, the PS2 had a lot of stuff. I had a stipulation with PS2 growing up.
Not really.
For some reason, it always bothered me that the PS2 didn't have anti-aliasing.
Well, it was the first one to come out, so.
I guess GameCube had anti-aliasing, made everything look better.
The GameCube was a very good console, just a shame that its media format sucked.
Yeah, but why did you choose such small discs? Why'd you do that?
Because they wanted to stop piracy. Because that's what that was one of the two main reasons why the Dreamcast died so early.
Yeah. Also, Dreamcast didn't have a very good lineup of games.
I'd say it did, but the combination of piracy, because it was using standard CD-ROMs, it was very easy to get stuff off the internet. And, let's see, also the PS2 just being better in every way.
Malictory anti-aliasing is a smoothening of polygonal faces. Without anti-aliasing, all of your characters will have a pixely border, but when it's turned on, they smooth it out. That's not the technical term, but that's what anti-aliasing is.
Essentially.
When you, if you play Final Fantasy X, for example, when Tidus gets too far away from the camera,
They turn it off.
His hair just, and his whole body just looks like a pixely mess, and it's gross.
Or look at Sora's mouth in Kingdom Hearts 1 when it's not in actual cutscene.
Yes. Well, are you just referring to painted face?
No, not painted face. Like his mouth looks super pixely around the edges when they put it on.
Hmm. Paper Jam thoughts, Ryan and Smoothies. Never played it, but I played Color Splash. Are those anything the same?
Paper Jam is a Mario and Luigi game that has Paper Mario in it.
Okay. No, Color Splash is more like, what, Sticker Star? Is that what it is?
Color Splash is just better Sticker Star, but that's not saying much.
Oh, it's better because oh no.
It's better in that it has at least some humor, and combat is actually there's actually a point to going into combat versus Sticker Star, where the best course of action was to avoid combat as much as possible.
I just hate how long it takes to make an attack in Color Splash.
Yeah, well, not saying Color Splash is good, but
You gotta cycle through your cards and select what you want to do. Then you gotta select it. Then you gotta color it in. Then you gotta flick it up to the screen. Then you gotta wait for your character to do it.
yep,
That is awful.
that it is.
That is awful.
Chase sequence.
But Color Splash exceeds in its music, in its presentation, the graphics, the humor.
Yes, it does.
If it wasn't for the bad-
Sticker Star not only was a bad system, it was a bad story, it was a bad presentation, it was just bad at everything it did.
That's really unfortunate.
Although apparently that was partially Miyamoto's fault, because during development he said when they were going over story, apparently he said you didn't have to have a complex story to have a good Paper Mario game. Which is apparently why it may be them trying to cover their tracks, but that's also the excuse they give as to why everything is so simple compared to other ones.
Yeah, the plot is incredibly basic in future titles.
Well, no, Bowser really doesn't even... I don't think Bowser really talks in Sticker Star. And as we all know, Bowser's like the best part of the RPGs because of how they actually portray him.
Yeah, Bowser was great in Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Okay, I like Thousand Year Door. I've played it 2 or 3 times all the way through and enjoyed it for the most part. But I feel like not enough people... I feel like too many people overlook this one terrible thing about Thousand Year Door. There's too much dialogue.
Yeah, there is.
Holy crap. Most of that game is you just mashing A just so you can get to the next damn cutscene that's full of dialogue.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like you could say everything that all the characters have said in half the amount of sentences. People want to know what do you think is the best game console of all time?
Well, I mean that does depend slightly on what your tastes are, because I would still say Super Nintendo overall for what I'm getting for.
Most of my good memories. I don't know if I'm wearing nostalgia glasses, but I think N64 for me. Probably. I mean, I think that's... Well, they're asking what's the best console, but I think that question more so means which one has the best titles, maybe?
Potentially. Again, it all depends on what you like. Because
Yeah.
if you just don't like JRPGs at all, you're not going to like the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo or the PlayStation one, because those were the RPG kings.
Yeah, but if they were to ask, like, on a technical level, what's the best console, I would say PS4, because they can do the most.
Yeah. But that's, the most for right now.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Paper Mario Thousand Year Door partner? I'm gonna go with Ghost Girl.
Who, Vivian?
Yeah, Vivian.
Yeah, she's the most generally useful.
Okay, we have a $5 donation from David S. My final question for tonight: who is the best Polka Girl? I'll have you go with either Y from Adventures manga or Dawn from the anime. I don't know.
I'm old, so Misty, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm one of those people who I really stopped watching the anime after Johto.
Me too. In fact, I couldn't get into any of the future seasons. I want to watch Sun and Moon. That looks good.
I hear Sun and Moon is good, even though it's a very different tone, but...
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obviously the youngest here, so I watch more of the anime, and I kind of stopped halfway through Black and White.
Yeah, I hear Black and White is good, except for the obvious, not Black and White X and X and Y is pretty good, except for the obvious crappy ending to everything.
Oh, I know who my favorite Poké Girl is.
Oh,
Jessie from Team Rocket.
why is that?
Because even when facing a million failures, she just keeps going. And she has a lot of great lines that are hilarious.
I think she's
I
pretty too. Pretty pathetic.
I just like Team Rocket in general. I like bad guys who are really bad at their job, and I'd go with Jessie. She's my favorite Poké Girl.
Oh, gotcha. Yep, can't go in there. No. Control.
I have not yet played Sun and Moon, but
Sun and Moon is good. It thankfully changes up a lot of stuff that was getting stale.
Okay, that's good because
It changes up a lot of stuff that was getting stale. It also, thankfully, finally, completely gets rid of HMs.
I played Gen 1, Gen 2, and skipped a lot because when Gen 3 came out, even as a child, I was like, yeah, I see where this is going. They're just going to keep adding more and more shit, and it's just going to get convoluted. And so I stopped. And
well, I think most people our age at the time who grew up with Gen 1 and 2 got a bit burned out by Gen 3.
Yeah.
Which is partially why it was probably the worst selling Pokemon game, I think it is. General generation, most of our age was just kind of burnt out. Because I know I initially skipped Gen 3. Then I played Oris on the 3DS later, and I got back in with Gen 4.
I don't want anyone to think that I think Gen 3 is bad. I think, like Ryan said, I was just burnt out. And but I came back for X and Y, and X and Y is kind of convoluted. You have so many options. It's like
and they never shut up.
I know, it's kind of overwhelming with how many options you have. The other day, I went back and just played Pokemon Yellow, and I was having a blast just because of how simple it was.
Mm-hmm. But hey, Gen 2 on the 3DS in a couple of weeks.
Nice. Well, that's not true. I played Platinum. Platinum was okay.
Yeah, the biggest problem with Platinum is just there are two problems with Platinum: the absurdly slow battle system and so many HMs. You basically were required to have an HM slave on you at all times.
Were you? Because I don't remember having to use it.
Yeah, because there were 7 HMs. All of them required to progress in the game.
Oh, you mean like
Hidden
to use in the environment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not that big of a deal.
It is when there are 7 of them, and thus you're basically wasting 2 whole Pokemon to move slots you aren't going to use besides Surf, because Surf is the only useful one.
No, that's true. I guess I never thought about it.
I mean, a couple of them are okay. Like, Cut and Fly aren't horrible moves, but there's so many better ones.
Do you prefer double or single battles? You know, I enjoyed double.
Doubles have their place. I think once they got to Black and White and Triple and Rotation were... Well, I actually like Rotation battles, but Triple battles was a bit much.
At what point in the game do you get to Triple? Because I think I made it to the 2nd gem before I turned...
You get to Triple battles during the big New York City 3D cityscape thing.
Oh, wait.
So that's the 3rd area.
You said New York City?
Well, I can't remember what its actual name, but it was modeled after New York City.
I thought that was Black and White.
That is Black and White.
Oh, I thought you said X and Y. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, Black and White is the only one that has triple battles.
Okay. I was about to say, yeah, I'd gotten to the 2nd gym in Y and hadn't seen any triple battles yet.
Okay, yeah, there are no triple battles in X and Y. They knew it was not a good system.
Yeah.
Mostly because it added nothing.
Well, yeah, but also like you can have your rock, paper, and scissors out on the field. That's not very. That kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah. Rotation is good because you can technically switch out Pokemon without wasting a turn. So you have 3 on your field at the same time, but only one is battling at any given moment. So
Oh, is that
you could then try to predict if they're going to change or not. So, say if I have a ground and they have a water type, I could switch to my electric type, but they might also change their water type into a grass type or something.
Hmm.
All in the same turn. So then it becomes more of a mind game they can do. So that's actually kind of interesting, but they never brought that back either.
I see.
Bit of a shame, but oh well. Boss time. This boss is very easy once you actually know what you're doing.
I like how that boss just sort of stood there while you were having a conversation.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it works.
That's video games.
Yep. So is chat still talking about Pokemon, I imagine?
Oh yeah, lots of Pokemon.
That's a Pokemans.
Yeah.
This boss is very easy with the triple pike balls because instead of having to whip the eye back and forth, you can just have your rotating attack beams behind you that do all the work for you. Any further donations or?
No donations. I'm just checking out the chat, looking for questions.
Gotcha.
When I was playing Pokemon Platinum, I never lost a single fight through the entire game. Like I never had all 6 of my Pokemon faint and have to like run back to the Poke Center.
Yeah.
And I got to the very last person in. They're all called the Elite Four, right?
Well, the Elite Four and Champion, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to the very last person in the Elite Four and died, and I was like, "Oh no, my streak!" And I didn't even bother to beat the game.
Oh, you got all the way to Cynthia?
Yeah, I got all the way to Cynthia and didn't lose a single match, and I lost to her, and I was so bummed out.
She is considered basically the hardest champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mostly because she has a Garchomp, which is a stupid overpowered Pokemon. Her team is very, very good for that generation. But yeah, Platinum is actually one of the hardest Pokemon games, so that's actually pretty good on you.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I'm the type of person though who doesn't mind grinding.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I find it cathartic.
A little bit. If it's just, I do that just to try and keep people up in levels, actually. Because an area will be about, oh, it's the fire gym, so I have to use my water Pokemon a lot. Well, that means my grass Pokemon's falling behind. So after that area, I'll just grind my grass Pokemon up to speed or something.
Oh no, I always try to make sure all my Pokemon in my team are always at the same level.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay. How many bosses after this one do you have?
We have 2 after. Well, 2 and then the final boss after this, but we got to get some stuff during it.
So, when you don't have all your transformations and stuff, how long would this game take normally?
Depends. Are you going for 100%, best ending, general ending?
Oh, I see.
Because you can beat the game technically very quickly if you just want to run through the levels. Because there's only like 5 or 6 levels, and you just have to beat them all to get to the final area if you want to.
What is the point of that in this cutscene? The widescreen, like they just barely put some black on the top and bottom.
I have no idea. Ask Way Forward. And that's third level done, and we're going to be immediately going right back into it.
Yay. Ryan, what is your favorite
Oh.
video game OST?
Video game soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's so many different styles. It's like asking what's your favorite, record. It's like, well, that depends on my mood, really.
Well, I guess, what do you find yourself going back to the most?
Well, I go back to Sonic stuff a lot, obviously, a lot of the classic stuff. I like Final Fantasy IX and Chrono Trigger as RPGs. How about you, Steve?
I go back to I listen to the Elder Scrolls soundtracks quite a lot. Jeremy Soule is a genius with music. He's so good at.
I'm just saying I never played I never played any of the Elder Scrolls games.
3 and 5 were good. 4 didn't keep my interest. Never played 1 and 2. A lot of people haven't played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are super old school.
I assume you play a lot of Skyrim.
When it came out, yeah, I played a lot, and I played it on the PS3, which means I had a lot of 1-minute loading screens for for going to like just from room to room or going from inside to outside. So, my save file is like somewhere between like 300 and 400 hours.
God damn.
But who knows how much of that was spent like on the menu screen and loading screens.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've probably heard that soundtrack a million times, and it still hasn't gotten old for me. Like I listen to it just when I'm working.
Fusrota, Dragonborn, Dragonborn.
I tend to go back to Sonic music. I don't really listen to video game music often since I found so many of found a genre of music I really like. So I haven't had time to go back to video game music all that often. But if I went back, it'd be Sonic, and you know what, whatever new game I recently played.
Gotcha.
So what game would you say is the longest play time for you, Ryan?
Overall?
Yeah.
Hard to say. I don't really keep track. Probably overall most hours put into probably Melee. Just because I played that almost nonstop with my friends for like the entirety of the GameCube life.
Mine is either Skyrim or The Sims 3. Probably I played The Sims 3 way too much.
I was never a fan of like simulation games.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're cutting off. Well, I think the longest game I've had so many hours put into is Team Fortress 2 with almost 1,300 hours in it.
Gotcha. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, over the course of 5 years. Because I love the game that much.
Gotcha.
Pizza Pants donates $5. Man, my mouth is getting dry from all this talking. Have you guys played? Yeah. No, you don't want to hear my mouth crackling. Pizza Pants donates $5. Have you guys played Breath of the Wild? And yes.
Yeah.
Have any thoughts about how much the characters and music style were changed?
I would say what music style, because there's not many actual music tracks in the game.
I like the direction they took. I just wish
in terms of gameplay, I wish. Oh, sorry, go on, Steven.
I like all the music tracks that are there. I just wish that there were a few more tracks for Hyrule Field, because you hear a lot of horse footsteps and grass and wind. That's the majority of your soundtrack, and I wish there was just a little bit more music variation in Hyrule Field.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I like the general setup and gameplay style. I love all the exploration. My only real disappointment is that the dungeons are very lackluster, if you can even call them dungeons.
Yes, thank you. That's I don't like the bite-sized dungeons compared to previous traditional big dungeons.
I like the shrines just fine because you know exactly what you're going to get, but the four sacred beasts as dungeons are not really dungeons. They're just small.
Oh.
They're just very small kind of puzzle rooms that really don't count as dungeons to me.
I didn't mind the sacred beasts. In fact, I liked them more than I liked the shrines. So I guess shrine is the word I was looking for originally. I wasn't a big fan of the shrines because the shrines they kind of felt like just a bunch of Mario levels. Like in a traditional Mario level, say like 3D World, they'll introduce a new concept, they'll challenge you with that concept, and then you master it, and then you move on to the next concept. That's okay, but what I liked with traditional dungeons is that they introduce a concept and it takes you longer to master it because it uses that same concept a whole lot more in a whole lot more different ways, and turns itself and like it'll turn the concept over its own head sometimes, and then you have to kind of you have to sort of like reverse engineer certain things. I just think that in a traditional dungeon sense that you can get more in depth with a concept. When you do something bite sized, you don't get as in depth with it, and that kind of bothered me.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I think that may stem from the fact that technically, like, everything is optional aside from the first four shrines, but that's because that's giving you your powers.
Yeah. I've met a lot of people who disagree with that, and that's fine. That's just how I feel about it.
Well, again, that's opinions differ from each other.
Yeah. I played Breath of the Wild for about 80 hours. The first few hours, I really enjoyed it, and at the end of 80 hours, I was done with it. And I don't think I ever want to play it again, to be honest.
Gotcha. I completed all 120 shrines. I beat the game. I've done most of the DLC. I have yet to do the final Master Sword trial because that's just really hard. And based on the setup, almost all the bosses, quote-unquote, one-shot you. And it just gets very frustrating after a while where you make one tiny mistake. Where, you know, what is a hitbox? I barely got tapped by this thing, and you die. So now you have to do the whole thing over again. So that got me kind of frustrated, but no, I'm not going for all 900 Koroks and all that.
Again, I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I just don't think it has a good retention for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it gets very repetitive after a while, and I'm good.
Gotcha.
The rest of the donation goes to say, I'd love to see that in your next marathon. If possible, 5 more choose #SmokeSmoothies.
Everyone just doesn't like you today.
No, it's just Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants has donated so much, and he wants to burn the fuck out of me.
Yeah, if it gets money for charity.
Yeah. We have a $5 donation from Daddy Longlegs, who says, thoughts on Case Closed versus Detective Conan.
They're the same thing.
Or, well, they said slash.
Oh.
Not I don't know why I said
okay.
versus.
Gotcha.
My bad.
I haven't watched much of it. It's one of those things where it's gone way too long, so it's super intimidating to try and get into.
What is this?
What, Detective Conan?
Mm-hmm.
Super smart, genius boy who's good at solving, like, mysteries and stuff for crimes and whatever.
Oh.
Gets drugged into becoming a kid for some reason, and basically solves mysteries as a kid.
Oh wait, that's an older show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about as old as we are, and it's still and it's still going.
What?
Yeah. So that's why I don't want to get started, because it's way too damn long.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. It's my favorite long-running manga. I'm glad it beat the Fairy Tail movie at the Japanese box office, and
well, that's not surprising considering... Oh, I screwed that up. Well, that's not really surprising considering one's far longer and one's not. one's definitely going to have a longer pull when you have people who are parents at that point, having grown up with it, will take their kids.
And they go on to say, and Haibara is best girl, whatever that means.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Daddy Longlegs.
Any further donations, or that it for now?
No, that's it for now.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.
I've seen this question pop up a lot. What is an unpopular opinion you have about platformers or games in general? I don't know if I have an unpopular opinion about platformers.
Yeah, me neither. They're just my jam, so.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but time to bring up Ego Raptor. I agreed with most of his points about Mega Man. Mega Man X.
Oh, the X sequelitis?
Yeah, the X sequelitis video he did.
I think most people agreed with him on that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess that maybe that's not an unpopular opinion, but maybe my unpopular...
I guess my unpopular opinion in gaming in general is, I don't want to sound like a, hipster. I was with it before it was cool, but I think to some genres, not all of them, gaming getting more popular has caused things to oversimplify, and that hurting the product overall for longtime fans.
I can see that. Do you have an example?
Let's see. Not the best example, but the one that most people would probably use as far as things like Nintendo would go is Fire Emblem. That was a much more niche series with a much more focus on the strategy and combat. After Awakening, it became very, I don't want to say waifu friendly, but it became less about the strategy and more about the story. Not that Fire Emblem games didn't have good stories, but it became far less focused on the gameplay and more about, your anime waifus and all the kingdom drama and all that.
I see.
And that can apply to other game series and franchises and genres, so.
I think my controversial opinion is that I think controversial opinion is that I like what most of Sonic Boom has to offer.
Well, Sonic Boom, the TV show, or?
Well, as a series in general, TV show, fine, nice, it's decent. Alright, this is a decent, solid game, and say what you will about the characters, but at least they have some decent writing when the writers, depending on the writer.
Fair enough, I guess.
Olimar651, you're right, that is an unpopular opinion about Sonic 4 Episode 1 being your favorite Sonic game. I did not even beat Episode 1 because the way, the controls were so not Sonic. They were so bad. There was no momentum. Which PS4 games are you most excited for? There were a lot of games at E3 this year that I was excited for that for some reason I don't remember.
Sorry, what was the question?
Which PS4 games are you most excited for?
Dragon Ball FighterZ, God of War, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, the new Spider-Man looks good.
Yeah, Arkham Spider-Man.
Arkham Spider-Man.
Which, I mean, is fine. I think Sony's biggest problem is that it was like 90% the same crap for his last year, C3. So I think that's kind of what that kind of got under people's nose a little bit. Oh, and Shadow of the Colossus remake. Because Last Guardian just did not do it for a lot of people. So I know part of Shadow of the Colossus' charm was that, oh, we did all this cool stuff on the PlayStation 2, which was the weakest of the consoles, especially at the end of its life cycle and all that. But no, I want to see those Colossi, as high quality visually as you can possibly get on today's technology, because that game is going to look amazing if they do a good job with it.
Hmm.
Huh.
What is the rest of the day?
What's up? What are you saying? What's up the rest of the day?
Yeah,
We have the Shovel Knight race, and then
spoils, and it looks like
another game with Ted, I think.
It looks like Demon's Crest is gonna win that.
Oh, really? That's good. I think we did that for Brain Scratch not too terribly long ago.
Huh?
Yeah, so now we're on a Magic Carpet race, and yes, sir, on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox versions, there is an achievement for knocking off every single racer, which is hilarious.
Huh.
And I always try to do even though I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch, which does not have achievements or trophies or whatever.
If you can have an HD remake of any game, what would you like?
Mario
Just one.
64.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Because we got a slight taste of it in Galaxy 2 with Throwback Galaxy, but goddamn, I want to see that game with actually good graphics, because that's like the one super obvious. Well, good graphics and better camera, which I don't fault the original game for. It was the first game to do that, so. So that's not really a fault with the game in and of itself. It's just a fact of the time it was made. But yeah, imagine Mario 64 with far better graphics and camera control. And no, 64 DS does not count because that game controls significantly worse.
I would say I would like a remake of both SA1, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, because they are fundamentally flawed and they need some improvement, but I think it has enough history to justify a remake.
More so 1 than 2, but I would agree on both of those as well.
Yeah, if you're gonna remake 1, you might as well remake 2.
Not necessarily. I mean, we got spoiled with Crash Insane Trilogy, so.
Fair point. Huh. Okay, looking for some. See.
No, that wasn't the entire level. That was just the first third.
Oh, got it. Ryan, have you ever heard of Tom Fox?
Tom Fox, yeah, I've heard of him. I haven't met him, but. I've seen some of his videos, but not like too many.
I've never heard of him.
Hey Ryan, I will be right back. Sorry about that.
Okie dokie.
Sorry
Alright.
if you can hold down by yourself for a minute.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Sure.
It's all good here. I would ask how chat's doing, but I can't read the chat 'cause I'm focused on the game and I don't have my browser up and all that. It's got to be focused on the games and all that. Hope you're enjoying Platformania so far. I'm certainly enjoying it. I usually don't get to stream much, mostly due to my own internet, folks around, and just kind of the hassle and how everything works around here. So, just is what it is. But for the most part, I enjoy streaming when I do get the chance to.
I can see why. I really wanted to stream, but right now, with the PC I have, I'm not sure I'm confident enough to actually stream.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's your PC or your net because you come in choppy sometimes.
Oh yeah, that and the internet too.
So much grinding.
Go. Yeah, but you gotta level up.
No, I don't need to level up. I'm actually perfectly leveled up as it is.
Actually, yeah, you do need the health.
Nah, I'm good on health. Speedrun strats. So have you played this
Yeah.
game or not yet?
Yeah, I bought. Yeah, I think I bought it off Steam, and I meant to play it, but I think I lost track of time.
Gotcha.
Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of video game remakes going on in the chat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ah, god damn it. Freaking hitboxes, how do they work? So, Chad, have you played any Shantae games? I know I can't read it, but start a discussion amongst yourselves about it. I've played all of them. I actually played this for Brain Scratch. It was last year, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause I was an early bird because of, yay, backer stuff. Cheesing the platforming, cheesing the platforming.
Well, it's Flight, so of course you're gonna break it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, Flight in the 2D space.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that would be different in some other games.
Mm-hmm. And I have no problem with health because I just got a heart container, so yay, more health. And speedrun strats back.
So,
Got roast. Yay. Why he was carrying roast, I don't know. Who cares? It's a video game. Yeah, and as you can tell, I play this game super recklessly.
are you just soaking up all those invincibility frames?
At points, yeah. Thankfully, I think with the new Game Plus mode, I can get everything on my first run through here. Which is nice. Needs less backtracking.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, so anyway, why are we on a battleship?
Because we're taking out some guy.
Ooh. Ooh.
Gotta take out the bad guys. That's what we do in platforming games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mind, let's see. What else to talk about? Are you able to look at the chat or donations at all?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can look at chat, and looking at the site right now. What was the last donation?
I don't know. We can leave off on donations, but as long as you can, ask me a question from chat and all that.
Okay,
Sure, that'd be
got
fine.
it. Okay, the last one was Pizza Pants. And so we haven't gotten anything else ever since.
Gotcha.
Got it. Okay, there's some SpongeBob.
There's some what?
Yeah. Sorry. There's some SpongeBob talk in the chat right now.
Oh, SpongeBob. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it was a TV show talk too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Fox. thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime?
Didn't really watch because I don't really watch much Yu-Gi-Oh! If at all.
I watched it when I was young, and I think, I think I was like, I think I was like under 10 when that show first aired.
Huh. Youngins these days.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna enjoy my founding youth.
Freaking young people and your things.
Oh, you young people with your fidget spinners and your vaporwaves.
And your hopscotch and your hula hoops.
And the deck memes.
Think memes.
Okay, actually, have you played Team Fortress 2?
I play some TF2, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mostly play as the spy.
I hate the spy.
FYI, I am a spy.
Oh, of course you would be the spy.
Best paint in all of TF2, man. FYI, I am a spy.
Yeah.
You know it is.
Yeah, which frustrates me more because my main is Dome Man, and he is worthless that in combat situations that's not far away or melee, which is two very dangerous spots for a spy to get you.
Yep.
Yeah, someone's saying TF2 or Overwatch.
I don't play Overwatch. I generally don't play these sorts of games.
Yeah, the right answer is TF2. Overwatch is shit. No, okay, I think Overwatch is fine. I think it's a little too simple, and I just prefer Team Fortress more because it's a little more in depth.
Oops. Yeah, this is the very dark room thing.
How dark is it?
You can see on the stream right now.
Oh, it's one of those levels.
Yep. Pro tip, do not break the boxes. Unfortunately, I'm sitting a bit far away from my TV, so I'm trying to use the light as best I can to see what's going on. Oh wait, I have the heartbeat. I think I can just fly over everything, technically.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, that was my fault. Okay, that'll make this overall much easier than if I can just fly over everything. Saving time!
FYI, exploiting the game.
Exploiting the game, yep.
Saving time. Saving time.
Yeah, technically this is optional, but figured I'd get it anyway, because I can.
By the way, hi, Smoothies.
Hi, Smoothies.
Hello. How are you?
Oops.
Yeah, we're good.
We
Are
good.
you enjoying your
Bam.
video?
Doing good.
We're doing good for him.
Don't good.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on fidget spinners?
I have one.
Yes, I obtained a Screenwave fidget spinner at Too Many Games.
Same
this
here.
year. And I'll be honest, I twirled the fuck out of it.
Kind of feel like you have to once you get one.
You kind of feel like you have to once you get one.
Because that is literally its only purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I think my mom bought one when she was going out with one of my younger cousins, and yeah, and and I took it just for curiosity's sake, and now I can't stop spinning it.
Just keep
I don't
spinning.
know why. I don't know why.
Thoughts on SpongeBob and Arthur? What?
What?
Ah,
What? Arthur the Armadillo?
Arthur the Aardvark.
Aardvark? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's an Aardvark.
No.
He just doesn't look like one because they had to make him super cutesy after the original books drew him kind of weird.
No, yeah, that's right. The original looks totally different.
It is weird, but it is what it is. Heart container.
Yeah, SpongeBob had a really awkward transition from cell drawings to digital.
So did a lot of series at the time.
Yeah, the animation when it first started off in digital was pretty limited.
Well, everyone had to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's gotten better though.
Yeah. I mean, just in terms of visually, not so much the quality of the show itself.
The show itself is really loud now.
Yeah. And on to the boss of the second to last world. Yes, I want to save. And
So you're
just
starting the last world?
what?
You said you're starting the last world?
Second to last. I'm going to the boss of the second to last world.
Oh boy.
The last level is just a level leading up to the final boss. It's not really a world. If that makes any sense.
Ryan, what do you think was worse in Four Kids? One Piece. Them cutting out the Laboon arc or them cutting out the Little Garden arc?
Probably. It's
Since
hard to
both
say. It's hard to say because they never got far enough to get to Brook, where Laboon is important. So Laboon is less important because they got to Alabasta stuff, which Little Garden is a part of. So probably a Little Garden.
That'd probably be a great question for TJ. I know nothing
Yeah.
about. What do you think is the worst Four Kids opening? I haven't seen that many, but Kirby is quite awful.
Kirby, Kirby, Kirby is the name of the show. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby is the name you should know. You don't like it?
Those are bad lyrics. This is the name of our show, and you should know the name.
I like Kirby right back at you.
But I'm sure some movies you'd like. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Gotta go faster. Faster.
faster.
Faster.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Moving at the speed of sound.
Fastest hedgehog around.
I in a new location.
It's so awkward when they say no time for relaxation. You're putting the emphasis on all the wrong syllables in that word.
Yeah. The emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Huh. Yeah. Smoothies. Me and Ryan were talking about this, but do you play Team Fortress 2? And if so, who's your team? Who's your main?
Sorry?
Do you play TF2? Or have you ever
Oh.
played TF2?
I played Team Fortress 2 for a little while just to see what it is, and it's okay. It's not my thing. I know a lot of people love TF2.
Yeah,
it's
I
just not-
understand.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. I understand.
Oh, wait, I had to do something else here, apparently.
Which means I'm especially not into new colorful game shooter. What's it called?
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Yeah, I'm not into that sort of thing.
Hmm.
I remember back in the day when all my friends just wanted to play Halo multiplayer all the time, and I'm like, okay, kind of. We just keep shooting each other. I'm good.
Hmm.
Currently, we are at $10,567. We have made $459 today.
Huzzah.
Hmm.
Okay. Anything else in town I can do? No, I don't think so. I think I have to progress the main plot some more. Okay, back to the hatchery we go. I'll probably clean up the first level. And then go to the second level.
Okay, here's one. Favorite memes.
Hard to say, there's so damn many of them. And they come and go so quickly.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, most likely for the same reason you have. They just come and go as soon, just like that.
Carrie, what's your favorite meme? Yeah, do you have a favorite?
Almost anything. Well,
Speak louder if you want.
oh yeah, sorry, I probably gotta get louder. Anything with a skeleton in it is
Do
Spooky,
you like-
scary skeletons.
You like Doot Doot?
Doot Doot. I've never even seen Doot Doot.
Doot Doot is the skull with the hand and it's got the trumpet.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Doot Doot?
Yeah, I think I have seen Doot
Right,
Doot.
well-
I love the skeleton in the car. That one's like my favorite. Or the skeleton on the bench.
Doot Doot.
Oh my god.
Doot Doot.
I've never seen this before.
Never seen Doot Doot?
Ah, Doot Doot's a classic.
It's pretty good.
Probably the first internet meme I ever came across was Hamster Dance.
I guess that is a meme, yeah.
Dee-dee-da-dee-dee-do. Dee-da-dee-dee-do.
You guys remember Foul Bachelor Frog? I like that one too.
Yeah.
No,
They were really gross though.
what was that?
It's like a frog, and I don't know. You can Google it, but it's like this frog face, and it's like foul as in like stinky, like FOUL.
Oh, my bad. I don't know how to spell foul.
Yeah.
Foul whatevers.
Out of shampoo, uses soap instead.
Yeah.
You out of no clean forks, wrap a macaroni in tortilla. Oh no!
This one, I actually know somebody though who truly fits the description of most of these frogs.
Well, I'm sure most of us did some of those in college.
Oh, I'm sure. No plans, no shower.
Yeah, college.
Oh no!
I like they had one once that was like, wear t-shirt under sweatshirt, can wear same t-shirt next day. I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's done that.
No, I can't wear the same clothing twice, except for pants. I can do pants multiple times. Not a lot of other things. I think the most bachelor thing I've ever done was putting spaghetti sauce in ramen.
Really?
Yeah.
Gareth, don't act so disgusted. You once ate soba noodles with Prego sauce.
What now?
Soba noodles, like the Japanese noodles. You once ate those with Prego spaghetti
You eat
sauce.
spam out of a can of a fork, you hillbilly fuck.
I have done that. That's true.
I eat lots of stuff out of the can.
It's spam. That's not even good meat.
All right, spam is pretty.
If you're
good.
eating
It's not
spam-
even good meat, woman.
If you're already eating spam, you don't care what form it comes in.
I love spam though, and like I don't eat it anymore, but taste it. But yeah, I loved it fresh out of the can. I sometimes would cook it and put it in the middle of a rice ball.
That should have been a big red flag.
Yeah.
We got a $7 donation from Ellie Abbott. Thank you, Ellie.
Okay, I'm having some problems here. I'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
Benji still passed out.
Should be. Rose, I guess.
Is Benji still passed out?
Let's wake him up. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Did you update the crowd rise? It says new goes 15 grand. Because on the my phone it still says 10 as a go.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I sent an update.
You want anything else?
There we go.
I can't get. I can get that.
So Brian, how many more bosses are left?
2. 1 and then the final boss. But if I want to get the good ending, I have to collect some stuff.
You just put it in.
So much collecting. We have any new donations?
No, nothing right now.
Nope. So what's the chat talking about? Love getting them involved as much as possible.
I see Carl from Jimmy Neutron predicted one of the most popular games of the decade, Splatoon. I don't know why
What?
he did.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Yep, I don't get it at all.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten, Ryan? Crickets for me.
Eel sushi.
Yeah.
At least I think that's weird. Well, by our standards, anyway. Oh, come on. He reformed the thing. God damn it. Gotta do the maze again.
Apparently I have a typo on a overlay that I have to fix.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Typo making smoothies over here.
Yep.
So I've only ever played one Shantae game, and it was on the iPhone. I think it was a remake of maybe the first one.
There are no remakes.
Although the remakes, it was an iPhone, iTunes for free, and I hate touchpad gaming, so I played it. For
I
like
don't
20
think they
minutes
ever
and-
released
Nope.
one for phones.
Well, I have it. So unless someone illegally made it and released it, I have one.
Fair enough. I guess I just don't recall if they ever did. So, chat, if
I
they did, feel
think-
free to
Good
correct.
morning.
I think it's a port. I think they just ported one.
Right, that would make
and, like,
sense.
fixed. I think they just did that, and like what I understand, they like cleaned up the text to make it look like optimized for iPhones. But
Gotcha.
I've always because I always see guys like you and especially Johnny always going on about how good this franchise is. I keep meaning to get these, but I haven't. What is Way Forward's obsession with just putting busty girls in small bikinis in these games?
Yeah. What, are you complaining?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a real woman, Ryan.
Yeah.
She's real to me!
Easy for you.
How are we doing on this race? Not race.
Or it's
That's the next run. God,
Wow,
it wasn't
way to
fair
bring
enough.
up race,
Top
Carol.
Shantae. What'd you say?
Way to bring up race.
race.
Yeah. Platformania, we don't see a race.
Everyone is just how they want to be.
I'm not.
No one would pick to be Smoothies. Are you crazy?
Yeah, who would decide to be me? What are you, a idiot?
Hey, idiot, Smoothies. That's an idiot.
Oops.
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 So Ryan, I do apologize if I assume what I'm about to ask has been answered at the beginning of the stream, but this is the most recent Shantae, right?
Yes, it is.
And is this in terms of fan reaction, how's this one ranked normally?
Usually the second best, most people say.
Oh, really?
After Pirate's Curse, which is on 3DS and Wii U and other things.
Yes, I think I remember Johnny's review of this one being like, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I think
Yeah,
Ryan
he,
said-
he likes Pirate's Curse a lot more. So
Hmm.
I think Ryan said it's pretty safe to say that most people's favorite is like the second to last one that came out.
the third one, yeah.
Pirate's
Curse.
Curse, yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. He's a bird now. That's pretty fly.
Hey.
That's what kids say.
Hey, pretty fly, because he's flying.
Why doesn't she just have a gun?
Hello?
Like, why is she using her hair? That's dumb. She should just be packing heat. That's gonna be much more effective.
She is backing heat. She can shoot fireballs.
I
Okay, I try, because Ted's not here.
I come back for a stupid pun.
Yeah, you do.
That's what we know here, man. That's what we know.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately.
So I know this one I guess just came out either early this year or late last year.
Late last
It was
last
late
year.
last year,
Late last
December.
Have they announced any any plans for a new one or a sequel or anything like that?
No sequels or anything. There is a DLC character coming out in Risky Boots, supposedly coming out later this month, I think.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's soon.
Yeah.
Because I remember them saying sometime in the summer, but
Well, either this month or next month, then.
yeah,
And this is Ray Forward, right?
Yeah, way forward.
yeah, way forward.
Yeah. So these so this is the series where they actually try and they just shit out all those crappy licensed games.
Actually, their licensed games are generally considered pretty good. Oh, you don't like DuckTales Remastered?
That's one, dude. That's one. Again, like I played one of the Adventure Time games on 3DS and it was pretty shit. Their Ninja Turtle game is going to be horrendous. It's like a Metroidvania game, but he got to say he got bad reviews would be an understatement.
Yeah, you just hate everything.
No, I haven't played it. I'm just going by what the internet says, Ryan.
You actually trust the internet?
Well, it's either trust the internet or trust you, but you enjoy the.
You don't
DC
think people would lie on the internet, do you?
Caro chuckled.
The
You mean
internet doesn't lie, it just over exaggerates.
Fake news, everyone.
Ryan chuckled. You mean the internet?
Just holds all the web browsers.
So, apologies if this is a dopey question, but like, are you meant to keep hitting those spikes?
No, I am not doing well because the game, for whatever reason, is gimping my B button press.
Can't you just be the bird and fly up there?
That is literally what I'm doing now. Thank you.
Oh.
So shut up.
Did I think of this before?
Well, they want you to use a spider, so. Because the harpy is like the harpy is so the harpy is literally like the last thing you're supposed to be using. Yeah, so any further donations, or has everyone just gone quiet on me?
Sorry about
I'm
that. New donations? Nope.
Let me check. Steven's currently trying to edit something for the next run, so let me have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some graphics ready for the race coming up.
Was the last donation from, and I'm trying to pull this up right now. Come on.
Ellie
The
Ab-
last donation was from Pizza Pants. Yeah, we did get a new donation from Ellie Abbott.
Yeah. I got that one.
Abbott.
Yeah, with $7. He sent.
Yep, I got
Yeah, he
it.
said nothing in chat. Yeah.
Yep, got it.
All right, on to the last full level.
Oh, cool.
Woohoo!
Then it's just a little bit more cleanup, and then we should be good to go.
Booyah, baby!
I'm just looking at all these character models, and it looks like Way Forward invested more time and money in jiggle physics than the Dead or Alive series.
No, no one beats the Dead or Alive series, and you know that. Dead or Alive series is jiggle physics.
Jiggle physics, the game.
Yeah.
Especially when they I still can't believe they did a spin-off where they just played volleyball in bikinis.
Yeah.
You gotta feel bad for the parents who bought that for their 12-year-old kid, and all they were doing was spanking it to the intro video.
Which you can now watch on YouTube for free.
Exactly. YouTube, like that game would probably make no money if it was released today.
Extra thingy.
Hello?
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 What's it?
You have the wrong number!
Hello?
Oh wow, you put that Wi-Fi. I'm not sure how delayed the stream I'm watching is, so that joke could have been really bad at the time and just not funny in general.
You got a zombie hamster. This game's amazing.
They could have picked a better looking font for the text.
You work in the game then, Gareth.
I will. I'll make the text better, and I'll tone down the jiggle physics, and everyone will complain because they can't look at the boobies bounce no more.
As I say, don't tell me you don't love the jiggle physics.
I like the jiggle physics on you know, a real woman.
Oh, God.
What?
What's so funny?
Gareth?
What makes you
Gareth,
laugh?
Tell joke.
This level was kind of reminding me. I can't, but it's giving me slight vibes of Transylvania.
I think that's kind of the
From
point.
DuckTales, yeah.
Well, this is running on the DuckTales remastered engine, so.
Oh, nice. Is it Jake Kaufman doing the music?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I assume it's sexy as shit.
Yeah, Jake Kaufman is amazing in
I
everything
love
he
the
does, so.
soundtrack. It's great.
That's part of the reason why I was so annoyed we never got a chip and dip. Because I wanted Jake Kaufman remixes of all that music.
Like, Jake Kaufman is literal perfection.
He
That
is.
he is.
He left Way Forward though, didn't he?
He's technically no, he was never technically a employee of WayForward. He is always a contracted license person that they just
gotcha,
pay.
but I thought I saw some message or tweet from him. He said he just wasn't gonna work on any more Way Forward stuff anymore. Or was I drunk and dreaming that again?
No, I never heard anything about that.
Okay, that's probably drunk and dreaming it again.
Yeah. No, he's technically not an employee of WayForward. He's a freelance music person that they just get for basically all their stuff.
That's basically it.
So what licensed crap do you think they'll make next in between this and the next Shantae game? Because Adventure Time's ending. They can't milk that no more. Steven Universe was given to someone else. Did Way Forward do the regular show game?
I think so.
Okay. I don't think there'll be any more Turtle games, at least not until the next TV show comes out next year.
Oh, there's another one coming out?
Yep, they've already confirmed it because the current Nickelodeon show ends this year when its final season. And there's a new show, I believe, called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Coincidentally, was the name of the first episode of the Nickelodeon show. That'll be premiering next year. I think it's going to be 2D and more comedic. So a lot of fans are worrying that they're going to pull a Teen Titans Go.
Oh, I hope not. I freaking hope not.
Oh, dear.
We don't want that. I know we'll be back in this 1 second.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of Teen Titans Go, apparently Cartoon Network is showing the original Teen Titans.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's on like Wednesday mornings or something. It's like not exactly high profile or something, but they are technically showing the original Teen Titans again. And between that and their little mural at San Diego Comic-Con, one can hope.
I mean, if Nickelodeon really wanted to pull
it's not
a
Teen
Teen Titans Go,
Oh, yeah.
they would have to like give SpongeBob the boot and air the new Ninja Turtles show every day,
Yeah, something like that.
every hour. But that won't happen. Wait,
Yeah.
it's already happening with SpongeBob.
More like it was already happening with SpongeBob for fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everyone got such burnout from it.
It's like I watched Cartoon Network for a regular show, Sonic Boom, Steven Universe, but I haven't seen a Nickelodeon show in years.
I don't really watch much of them.
There
if
is
anything.
no point.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah, the chat's just talking about Nick right now. Yeah, they really ruined the Fairly Odd, but that's been a thing for 10 or so years.
That's still going?
Yes!
How?
Like, they added a new character.
Yeah, no, I heard about that, but I thought
Yeah.
that was like ages ago.
No, this was only like last year.
Really?
That's
Yes.
so legit.
Because before the new character, they added
Hello?
a pet dog, and everyone didn't like that. So they're like, "Oh, why don't we just make another human character?"
Huh, that seems odd.
Fairly odd.
That's the joke.
No.
If everyone
Do you think
donates
even
money,
Butch
I'll stop
Hartman
making
wants
bad
to-
jokes. We're currently at $10,578. If we get to 10,700 before the end of the run, Stephen will sing "I'm a Little Teapot" as Rick Sanchez.
Oh boy.
Why?
Do I really have to?
Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
If we get to 10,700 before the end of this game, Smeary's will make a jackass out of himself.
Yeah, that's really beneath me, Gareth. I'd rather not do that.
Oh, I don't know, Smeary's.
I don't know.
Your concept of charity amuses me.
People play video games and other people give them money. It doesn't make any sense, buddy.
Make no sense.
Oh my god, we have a new donation from Pizza Pants for $5. Hey, FTA and TJ in Chex Mix, is that her name?
Checks me.
Oh my god.
Now.
TJ's not here,
That
but
is
okay.
amazing. I was wondering if we'll see any Mikonos fan in this marathon. He's my favorite of you guys, tied with TJ. Put this $5 to putting FTA in Sims Hotbox.
Yeah, Mr. Mikonos fan will be here on Friday, as will TJ. TJ's not here right now, so I'm not sure if you imagine in voice. If you are, you should get that checked out. But Chris and TJ will be here on Friday when we stream Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts all day.
So there you go. Thank you for your donation. So, are we ready
For
for boss time? Final
not
boss
quite.
time?
Not quite. Now that everything is good to go as far as items or abilities go, I can now actually go get the last of the stuff so we can get the actual good ending.
Woo!
Shadow Steven, Mila is planning to join on Friday, but there's a possibility that she won't make it. So we don't know.
Yeah, and they straight up stole a joke from SpongeBob.
Wait, what?
Foxy Grandma hat.
Foxy Grandma hat.
Yeah.
Foxy Grandma. Ah.
Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams.
What a baby.
What a baby. Hey, man. That's my head. Here, give it back.
Back.
Ted would like to know how much of Shantae is left.
How much?
Like, about how much time, I guess.
I'm not entirely sure. It depends on how fast I can get through cleanup. I believe this is in Main Street. Because I just need to get a few sunken souls.
Do you think it'll take about 20 minutes?
Probably about half an hour, I would say. Just to be safe. Sorry, I'm going a bit over, but we started a bit late on my end as well, due to Unleashed. So we're running a bit behind today, folks. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, I already got that.
This way. Oh, yeah. Oh, please.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So what's chat talking about?
Let's see. What is-
Hopefully they're still enjoying the game.
Someone asks, what is everyone's favorite pizza?
I usually go either normal cheese or pepperoni.
Jalapenos.
I like garlic and bell peppers. Yeah. Good stuff.
Fair enough.
Definitely not pineapple.
Nobody likes pineapple.
Correct, Pat. That's the correct answer.
Are you backtracking for stuff to find risky?
Well, I need to find stuff to get to the bad guy so I can get to Riskies for the good ending. Because the bad ending really doesn't really do much of anything. It's just a few things I need to pick up. This one, I believe, is in this area, and I need it for actual block progression.
Reginald donated $30 and did not leave a comment. Thank you, Reginald.
Let us know if you want us to put it towards anything.
Richard.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't there.
Oh, I see the chat is talking about pineapple pizza. Yes.
Well, they're wrong.
No, they're right.
They're wrong.
They're right.
They're wrong.
They're right.
They're wrong.
They should be
They
crucified.
are right.
They're wrong.
They should be
Twix-
crucified.
Twix, you're wrong about a lot of things, and this is probably just another one of them.
Thank you for that encouragement.
Like you need any.
It's not an insult if it's
Nobody likes me.
Nobody likes you.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Might want to mute your
I'm
mic if you're
trying to-
talking on the phone, dude. But either way, what are you up to, Caro?
I'm trying to get my students to enjoy pineapple pizza, but
What is wrong with you?
to no avail. I had one staff member, like this my coworker, who said, yes, that is good in broken English. But everyone else is just like, no.
Why are you
In
doing
broken
that?
English, I'm pretty sure the teacher just spat it out later.
He's probably just trying to be nice to you or something. Okay, that's a heart.
Well, Ryan, when I showed them pictures of deep dish pizza, they were like, "Oh, wow, that's a thing."
Yes, it is, and it's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Yeah, one of the
If
best.
you're
pizzas-
ever in Chicago,
hate you.
Lou Malnati's is the best.
Yeah, Chicago pizza's pretty good.
You would go and convince John and Ted then, because they don't seem to get it.
Well, Ted's an idiot.
That he is.
He doesn't understand anything. Johnny, I'm surprised that he seems like a pizza connoisseur, but guess not.
Nope.
Yes,
Guess not.
John just needs acquired taste.
Guys, we only need $92 to make the movie sing like a jackass. Let's do it.
Yay.
No!
No!
No.
Hey, Jeffrey, can you make me a sandwich?
No! How does he say it?
No!
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 I thought that's how Tell's channel says no.
Yeah, that's not toast. In the YouTube group, Jeffrey goes like, no!
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 No.
Best pinch. That's some good shit.
Fesh pence.
Nope.
Nope. So anything else going on, or?
Favorite
Oh.
R. Kelly song, someone asks.
R. Kelly's song.
Trapped in the Closet. I
Trapped
think
in the
is
Closet.
Is a fucked up masterpiece.
I'm in the closet. No, I'm in the closet too.
I wanted to also say the name of the person who asked the question.
Is it R. Kelly?
No, it's
Is it Tom Cruise?
11.
You
Butthole
really
11?
think R. Kelly would be watching a stream like this?
Thank you for the question, Butthole 11.
Butthole 11 is my favorite butthole.
But that is Butthole 11 is R. Kelly.
That would be amazing if true.
You're just an ass man, that's fine. No kink shaming here. Unless you're a furry.
Which, by the way, nope.api is an actual taunt.
Someone asks, what games have not aged well?
SA1, SA2.
Any game that's over 10 years old?
No, I like the original Mario's still good, the original Sonic still hold up.
Metroid Prime still holds up.
Are we talking about games that were like reviewed as classics back in the day, but now they're like, "Argh."
Yeah.
Is that what is it?
Yeah, a game that was good, but now isn't.
That was it.
Just a
Yeah,
quick
it's
question.
just like,
Just quick question
Yeah.
for the quick question for the chat. Where do I find the iron slab for the machine? Again, I'm having a bit of a brain fart, but I'm going to ask while I'm doing some cleanup in this level to get the last of the Sunken Souls.
I would say in terms of controls, things like Resident Evil, the original. Not that good. Not that good no more.
Oh yeah, those Tomb Raider controls, but they were always bad.
Yeah.
It worked better in Tomb Raider than I felt than in the original Resident Evils.
Someone says in the water, Ryan.
Well, in what level?
Oh yeah.
It's like say in the water doesn't help me much because there's multiple levels.
I would say most of the early 3D games don't hold up well.
Yeah, like I was pretty sure the slab was in the first level, but I didn't seem to find it.
Gareth, someone asks you, fuck, marry, kill. TJ, Smoothies, Chris.
Kill Chris.
Kill Chris immediately.
I'm
I'm good with either.
fuck TJ Mary's movies.
Aw.
Aww.
I mean, killing Chris is like the easiest decision I've had to make in my life. Like, not even a second thought. You know what? I might get.
Oh
some
no,
blowback.
okay, never mind. Okay, I found it, thankfully.
Okay, good.
I might get some
Yay.
blowback for this, and by no means am I saying it's a bad game. But to me, in a lot of areas, Super Mario 64 doesn't hold up as nearly as well as it did back in the day.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I agree with that.
most of it is unfortunately just a product of the time, and it being the first to do a lot of it.
Yeah.
So that's less a knock about the game and more just how things were then.
Yeah, I mean, as Ryan said, the first 3D game, it's camera, pathetically primitive by today's standard, but that's just because we've evolved. Like, because my niece has been whenever she comes on, my niece loves to play Mario. She'll get halfway through a level and then get bored and walk away, and that's fine. But like, when I try and play it with her, it's like the camera is like, fucking work, please.
Yep. That's why I like Galaxy more than 64.
Yeah.
Because it works.
I'm trying to think of other like big, I guess like big games that just don't hold up as well anymore.
Someone says the DS version fixes that. Not
No,
really,
it
when you don't
doesn't.
have an analog stick.
Yeah.
You could make the case that the DS version fixes the camera, but the controller's far worse because you're stuck with a D-pad on that stupid fake analog on the control screen.
You also have a lot more padding with character specific stuff.
Yeah. Although I will say though, the addition of Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario, I thought I did enjoy running around the castle as Luigi. See his best character confirmed.
Pizza Pants donates $5 again. My internet is Pizza Pants, and I'm a fan.
I feel you did.
And I am a fan of ham and pineapple pizza.
You're already my favorite person.
No, that's not
Back
my one.
him. Yeah, I'm deleting your commission right now.
Take your $5 back, you freak.
No kink shaming here. Unless you like pineapples on your pizza, you fucking freak.
Caro.
My favorite is when I take a nan bread. Non bread.
It's something you eat a lot with Indian food.
Well, I mean, any food that's not bread is non-bread. My favorite is when I take non-bread and put sliced or diced tomatoes inside of sauce. Okay, then I pour
sauce.
Yeah, and
Instead of sauce.
Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Then I pour skim mozzarella on it and thick slices of mushroom. I made myself hungry.
You just made me queasy.
Thank you for the $5 donation, you freak.
Thank you, Pizza Pants. We will look past your many flaws and pizza toppings because you gave us money. Good job, good sir.
All right, turning in all the stuff now. I believe I have to do one last side thing to pick up another thing, and then I can go to the final level.
Yay! Final level.
Woo! Hi.
Yep.
And that guy in the clog is all kinds of grabby Sam, isn't he? Look at his big thumb animation.
Yep.
Do you think it was a mistake for Disney to not have put some type of Pizza Planet in any of their theme parks?
Yeah, definitely.
I swear I've been to
Oh no, there
Disney
is a
park,
Pizza Planet at Hollywood Studios. I just went to that.
But there is a Pizza Planet thing there you can go to.
That's not the same. It's just called Pizza Planet.
So
that's
I
not
would
the
say
same.
The biggest mistake Disney have made, they're putting all their titles on Netflix. They're gonna make their own streaming service in like 2019.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I already have Netflix.
That's what I predicted would happen once that streaming got super popular. Everything would start doing their own streaming services, and that would mean everything's fragmented, and you're basically doing cable again.
But it means there's a good chance we'll finally fucking get Goofy Movie on the streaming software.
Exactly.
We just have to wait 2 years. We could just buy it on DVD for like $4 now, but damn it, I want a streaming software.
Yep.
But knowing Disney and knowing how shit they can be, it'll probably be in standard definition and letterbox.
Yep.
Because Disney know how to do quality products. No, they don't. They're kind of shit.
That sounds like when EA made their own like version of Steam.
That lasted about 2 seconds, didn't it?
No, it's still
going on.
You can only purchase EA games online through their own service. And
Origin.
It has to update like almost every day.
What games do EA use nowadays?
Sims SimCity.
Is EA Call of Duty or is it Activision?
Activision is Call of Duty. EA's Battlefield.
They
Yeah,
make a lot of sports games.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I think they sell Overwatch on Origin.
Yeah. Yeah, almost every time I want to play The Sims, I gotta sit through like a 5-minute update, and most of the time it'll log me out, and I never remember my password, so I always have to reset my password anytime I want to play Sims. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, guys, we got a new donation. We got and Sanathos Sus donated $10 and said, "Hello again. I was going to save my donations tonight for the Shovel Knight race, but I need to ask Ryan a question. Okay?
Okay.
What is your favorite hentai? And I won't believe you if you say that you've never seen one. Put this towards Mega Man X6. Love you all. Hashtag leave Ted alone." So,
Yep.
Ryan, what is your favorite animal to spank it to?
Oh, why is the FTCR meets BSC Orgy Fest?
Yeah.
Hey.
He's a cheapie!
I just have to hand this poster off, and then we can go to the final level.
Whatever. No, the only correct answer is that hentai that Mike Pollock voiced in.
Yes.
That's the only correct answer for that question.
Is that the same one that Dan Green was in?
Possibly. It would make sense if it was, but yeah.
I hope it is.
It'd be amazing.
Poor
if it was.
kids hentai.
You can listen to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tell you to suck his nether regions. Guys, we only need $77 to make Scooby sing like Rick Sanchez.
Get it in, folks.
Get it in! That's what Rick said.
I
like
like
how that
Overwatch on
one
Origin.
pilot
I
told-
could have sworn it was on
With the
there.
Terminator and the red thing and the blue jacket. Nintendo should sue. They're very forward ripped off Toad's design.
Yes, Mr. Haru. Mike Pollock did voice in a hentai.
I forget its name, but he did. I think it was maybe one of his earliest anime gigs.
Someone's screen name on here is Banjo Movies.
Yeah, they've posted me on Twitter since we did that stream.
Oh, okay. I know they also made a screen name on Twitch.
Banjo
they have
Mothers.
our hentai coming out.
Which hasn't come out already.
Banjo
I
Mothers.
Banjo
There
Customized.
you go with it.
I remember doing the voice work for it, but I haven't seen it.
Well, you're the anime dude.
How high was I?
Alright, we got our magical MacGuffin, so we can go fight the final boss now.
Yay!
Violence.
Sorry, what?
Finally, violence.
Yay, violence.
Yay, violence.
It's a good stream, Chrome. It's a good stream.
Off to Risky's hideout. Yeah, and for some reason, much like the Kirby series, every Shantae game has a shmup section. We don't know why.
Because yeah. Think about it.
Guys, we can finally catch legendary Pokemon on Pokemon Go.
Used to play that? Nerd!
Fox Addict says, so when's the Parents Trapped finally coming
Well,
out?
you go with the pension and everything. I like it.
I like Pokemon Go.
Well,
Even though it's got a shit ton of flaws and never works. I like Pokemon Go.
more like Pokemon, no. Oh!
And oddly enough,
Pokemon go away.
unlike many other not really shmup sections in other games, you get options in this game like Gradius.
Cause yeah.
I am a bubble murder machine.
Go on,
Yay,
Star
violence.
You, kick their ass. It's pretty cool that Shantae's got 3 Star U's. Maybe she could train one up to be a Star Main. Kind of lazy Pokemon training right there.
Did you love Gravity Falls? Someone asks.
I have not watched Gravity Falls. I
I
hear
love
I
Gravity
hear
Falls.
it's good and that it actually ended on a good note, so I really need to get around to it.
I've
Yeah,
seen
you
the
really
first
do.
3 episodes and it's pretty fucking sweet. I need to watch the rest of it.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I watch random episodes here and there, and I need to watch it later.
The second season gets very story heavy.
I like stories.
So did it kind of go the same route as Adventure Time? How it starts off lighthearted and then it gets a little
Yes.
serious?
Yeah.
Adventure Time got too bogged down. But like, who's spin dating now? I was like, I'll give a fuck. Let's do something.
I haven't kept up with Adventure Time in a long time.
I feel like Finn had his arm ripped off, and then there was a grass,
Daddy issues.
and then the grass hand turned into another Finn, and then he had to kill the Finn or something. Like, there's all kinds of weird fucking shit in Adventure Time. Crazy. It's crazy. I remember it was just him and Jake beating up Ice King.
Yep.
That was pure. That was pure.
Gareth leans more on the conservative side when it comes to Adventure Time.
All I'm saying is that
Make Adventure Time great again, he
yeah,
says.
pretty much make it great again. There's too many,
Someone asks, have you watched the new Voltron? I don't know what is that?
Oh,
It's,
yeah, I watched
it's-
the Voltron.
it's a giant robot show.
Hmm.
I've heard it's really good. I've heard that.
Yeah,
I never watched the original, but I've heard the Netflix show is really good. So it's on my ever-growing list of things I need to watch.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
I hear it's good, but I'm not.
That.
I hear it's good, but I'm not an '80s kid, so I didn't really put it high on my priority list.
I don't think you need to be an ace kid to watch that. I never watched the show myself, and I still enjoy it.
No, I will tell you what 80s inspired show I can't wait for. Fucking Stranger Things season 2.
That's another show I need to watch.
Stranger Things was fucking sweet. Ryan, can that bat only go forward and backwards? It can't go up and down.
Yes,
Yep.
but that does help to keep you level when you're trying to be precise.
Okay.
That is unlike the harpy, which bobs ups and downs and actually obeys gravity.
I am gravity.
Gravity? Who gives a crap about gravity?
I've knocked your desk drawer out twice today.
Good dumb.
No, it's from the armrest.
Good dumb.
It's not my fault your desk is broken.
It's my fault you can't use basic mathematics.
Think about it.
Fuck you, it's a rocking chair. And this is just the last level of DuckTales Remastered. This game's a rip of a fucking DuckTales Remastered.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it! It's a fucking volcano! And as we all know, DuckTales Remastered is the only platform that ever used a volcano.
It might be inspired from it.
It's stolen from it. Disney should sue. Disney
There's
should
even an escape sequence at the end.
Yeah, because as we all know, Disney owns all the rights for volcanoes.
They do actually. If you Disney, dude, you underestimate how petty Disney can be. Disney don't
No,
own,
I know how petty Disney is. Look at Fox.
Disney don't own the rights to Beauty and the Beast, but they've sued companies who trying to make that story, for claiming it's too similar to theirs. It's fucking Beauty and the Beast.
Even though it's a public domain fairy tale.
Which Mickey Mouse should fly, you know.
In a couple years?
Everyone, no,
They pushed it back like what 3 times now or something.
Twice, I think.
no, three
Disney
times.
will never let him become public.
No, because every time he comes up, they bribe all the congressmen and senators to extend the copyright law again.
Yeah, dude, Disney, Mickey Mouse will never become public.
But
Unless something crazy like the Disney as a company goes bankrupt, which will never happen.
No.
There's no way in hell Mickey Mouse will become public domain.
no, so enjoy copyright. Keep getting longer and longer because, God forbid, statute of limitations ends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sharkass, I'm not sure exactly to what you're referring to, but fuck you, you're wrong.
Admin Dip Dip asks, what do you think of Billy Hatcher? I briefly played it
it's-
when I was a kid, but
It's
that's
not.
it.
It's not a good game.
No. Hence why I don't remember much.
I got to the second to last level and couldn't beat it and stopped because it's pretty awful.
Well, of course it is. It's a early 2003 Sonic Team game. Of course it sucks.
Yeah.
Was that the last kind of like big release original game Sonic Team did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
It was an interesting concept. I just wish they
Made it good.
At
wish
their
they po-
execution.
polished it more.
Which again is a problem of early 2000 Sonic Team.
Yeah.
They games like you can say they're fun, but they all of them lack polish.
Yep.
It's insane.
First final boss phase.
Yay!
Tanking hits. Yeah, Risky Boots has a lot of health for some reason.
Samick007 says, random question, smoothies, what's your favorite smoothie?
If anybody has a tropical smoothie near them, go to it
Don't go to it.
and get the Health Nut with Whey. Health Nut with Whey is really good. It's got banana, lots of different grains, oatmeal,
Spinach.
strawberry, I think. It's got something pink in there. It's good.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Oh, look at that. Shantae's got Leaf Shield.
Yeah, that's one of their weapons.
For
Oreo
smoothies,
milkshakes.
Gareth and Twix, Blueblur 1992 says Avatar or Korra.
Avatar.
At this point
I
in
haven't
time, I've
seen
only-
Korra, but by default, I would like Avatar, but that's also an amazing show.
Yeah, Avatar is better.
I own all of Avatar. I've never seen. I've only watched like the first 10 episodes of Avatar, but I like this, so I probably have to go Avatar.
Korra is weird in that it kind of jumps all over the place in quality, and Nick really screwed it over.
From what I understand, season 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
Season 2 fucking sucks.
Yes, it does.
3's okay, and 4's pretty good. That's the general consensus.
Yes, basically.
Consensus I've seen online.
Yes, basically. I would agree there.
But from what I understand, it was just meant to be like a one and done show.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Nick ordered more, and they didn't know what to do with it.
Someone asks, what franchises should Sega bring back? Also, Steven, are you a vegan or vegetarian? I go back and forth.
He does.
Um,
He misses cheese too much sometimes.
sometimes. But what franchise?
I go with Streets of Rage. You could do a really good download Streets of Rage games like, to be fair, Way Forward did with Double Dragon Neon.
Yeah.
I mean, Streets of Rage is the perfect title. Also, yeah, me and my comments man have gone over this. Sega have so many like arcade type games that are just
Golden Axe.
perfect for cheap download, like Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, even Knights. You could easily make a new Knights that's like a couple level cheap, download game. But Sega don't do that, but they should. Rinnick Turbo 9951 thoughts about Knuckles being a feminist in Sonic Boom. It's a nice scene though. If Knuckles really was a feminist, he fucking mansplained Amy to the moon and back.
Yeah, second phase down.
Yeah. If he was a true feminist, he would have just stayed quiet through the whole
With
thing.
just fucking face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's go Shuckle, says Ryan. Christian, this is harsh, man. Says Ryan. Do you cry at night realizing that we'll never get a new F-Zero?
No, I don't cry. I just know it's not going to happen.
Well, Ryan, 20 minutes before Nintendo's presentation at E3, I said Metroid Prime 4 is not going to happen, and it did.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's Metroid. At least Nintendo recognizes that exists every now and again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's be fair, Metroid was still relevant.
No, I wouldn't say relevant, but at least they recognize. At least they would answer questions about it.
Well, more relevant compared to F-Zero.
Oh,
Just about everything
Ryan,
Nintendo owns.
What's on after you finish?
No, I'd just say basically everything Nintendo owns is more relevant than F-Zero right now.
You know, damn it, I lost. Oh, here we go. Okay, Ian Burrow says, Ryan, have you ever played Final Fantasy 12?
No.
Okay.
Ah, crap, I died.
you're not missing anything, Ryan.
Did not realize that did so much damage. Oh, crap, do I have to do the faces again?
Someone asked, what Cartoon Network shows do you currently watch?
Yeah, crap, I do. Shit.
I watch Steven Universe. I think that's about
Steven
it.
Universe. I used to regular show this.
Regular show ended.
Regular show. You know, I haven't. I want to start watching Justice League Action.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
I just haven't had the time to sit down and watch it. But yeah, Steven Universe is a damn good show. When it isn't doing random pointless episodes about people in the overall plot. Yeah, good show.
Yeah.
Good show.
I wasn't crazy about Bismuth, but yeah, I like.
Bismuth. The problem with Bismuth, and we're gonna get a stack sport. The problem with Bismuth is that you knew the second she came on screen, she was gonna turn on Steven and he'd have to like kill her.
Yeah.
Like it was. I mean, it was a fun episode, but it's like I know where this is going. It doesn't really need to be 20 minutes long.
I watched The Bear Bears.
Apparently, Bismuth
what's
is
that other
coming
show?
back. I guess at some point this year, maybe. Well, that's the point. In terms of Cartoon Network shows, does that include Adult Swim? Because they are technically the same
Network.
I would count it.
Rick and Morty.
show than Rick and Morty. You know?
Nice.
Pickle Rick! You know, I rewatched Pickle Rick yesterday and I liked it more. I liked it a lot more than the first time than we watched it on Sunday.
I love Pickle Rick episode. It's
That
probably
first-
in my top.
That first act,
Helps.
you need that for the whole story.
Yeah, we watched acts 2 and 3 of Pickle Rick.
Because Adult Swim's live stream is stupid, and it was some stupid fish thing, and they didn't put on Rick and Morty. You have to refresh the stream
Yeah,
to watch Rick and Morty, and we're like, thanks for that, Adult Swim.
yeah.
I mean, like the animation, like that's probably the best animated episode they've done.
Yep.
Pickle Rick, god damn, I love myself.
Oh, I think we got a new donation.
Hooray.
Hey, Chrome.
Woo!
Donated $5. She says, transform. Transforms into donation. Thank you, Chrome.
Oh, roll out. We're refugees!
No refugees.
What? Yes.
New Mega Eye. I don't understand. I don't get your question. Please expand on that. I don't really get what you're trying to say.
Someone asked Rick or Morty. Rick?
Rick?
Like, what kind of question is that?
Although I will be saying one of the things from Pickle Rick
Yeah.
is you need Morty with Rick. Rick's a good character, but you need Morty to balance out the Rickiness. I think sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, for, like you can have scenes, but like for a whole episode, you need Morty there as well.
yeah.
I
I think Pickle Rick might be the episode where we see Morty the least amount.
Yeah, he has like a handful of lines, and most of it he's just shocked that there's pictures of people eating poop. For Ryan, so Bluebird 1992. For Ryan, Twix, Smoothies, and Gareth, what is your favorite version of the Kingdom Hearts Dearly Beloved theme? The main menu theme. My favorite version is the version you get on the main menu of Kingdom Hearts 1. It's that piano, so calming, so good. I love the main theme.
I don't like
I
Kingdom
haven't
Hearts,
played much
so.
Kingdom Hearts to answer your question. Sorry.
Same. Yep.
Same here.
Same.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo,
Oh, thanks for including me in that question.
I can only read it, but Hero, my friend, what was your favorite version of?
Well, I don't know. I haven't played much Kingdom Hearts.
I think I selected one of back when whatchamacallit, back when HFC used to do those like video game pick things. I think Smoothies never wrote descriptions for his, so I think this is description coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
6 years later. But I think I picked the version of Dearly Beloved. It may have been like the big orchestral version, but that's a damn good beat. That's a damn good melody.
I forget what I picked. I know I picked something from Sonic 3D Blast. I think it was
Volcano Valley?
Diamond Dust Zone.
Diamond Dust, now a damn good track.
Mhm.
Act 1 or Act 2?
I don't remember. I think I picked 1, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, why did you pick 2?"
2 is the better track.
Well,
I will say that.
But I didn't pick 2 because I wasn't thinking about it. I just went to 1 and was like, "Oh, here you go."
Sonic Knight 007 has what might be Smoothie's least favorite comment of all time. I legitimately do not see the appeal of Rick and Morty. It's so ugly.
It's meant to be ugly.
I will like. It took me a while, and just because no other show does it, took me a while to get used to the squiggles for the peoples.
Oh,
That took me like an episode or two. I was like, that's kind of weird. But now I was like, it's just part of the character design.
mm-hmm. The way I was introduced to Rick and Morty was actually the Rick and Morty licensed adventure on AdultSwim.com, which they released like alongside with the premiere, I think. Yeah, I remember first seeing the show and was like, oh, it's one of these intentionally ugly shows, and I was
As
like,
an excuse
well,
to be cheap with the budget.
no, because the
the
animation's
animation's
good.
fluid. I still think episode 1. I think episode 1 was hand drawn, and the rest are like.
There's a lot of tweening in all the episodes.
But in episode 1 when they have the seat and they're running from the guards, the animation's so fluid. I think that might be some of the best animation in the series.
Like running from the guards.
I feel like the way like
Is it the profile?
the way that Rick's like coat,
Yeah,
like,
final boss down.
It's very fluid, very fluid.
Woohoo! Good job, Ryan.
Thank you. Now we just have to go through the escape sequence and we're done.
Just like DuckTales.
Sorry, we're going a bit over, but between starting late and all that, so. And we got the zombie hamster back, yay.
Let's go, Shuckles asks Smoothies. Does the volcano in 3D Blast remind you of your grandfather?
It reminds me of
When your grandfather died?
when my grandfather died playing the drums in a volcano.
Hashtag deep cut reference.
Yeah, that is a deep cut reference. That's a long time fan. What's
Guess.
the worst game you've ever played? Not including the obvious answers like the well-known bad games.
Well, the obvious answer would, of course, be Secret Rings.
Secret,
Fucking
yeah.
horrendous game.
Secret
Another bad game.
Yeah, Sacred Rings is probably my least favorite game of all time, as far as what I've played.
Rings is the worst.
Because it's so well known, I might say there's a licensed Smurf platform on the Super Nintendo. Good looking game, like the graphics look nice. Fucking horrendous. I can never get more than 20 seconds into that game because everything kills you and the controls suck.
Oh, someone asked earlier what games haven't aged well. Kingdom Hearts 1.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you talking about the original or like some where they tweaked shit? Or are you talking about? I mean, the game in general, just the original PS2 release?
The original PS2 release. It's so clunky.
The camera again, like camera's a big thing for me. The camera in Kingdom Hearts 1 is white shit.
Yeah, the camera's bad, but here's the thing: if you're gonna put platforming in your game, can you make the character control like he's in a platformer? His jump is so awkward. It's horrible. Sora's jump is terrible.
Yeah.
Don't put so much platforming in the game if you're gonna make his jump awful. And also the sequence in the second world, Alice in Wonderland, where you have to like eat the fruit and go through the forest. That's when I stopped playing the game and I put it down forever.
I think for me, to go back to the platform with the section in Deep Jungle, we have to jump around like on top of the trees. I fell down so many times because the jumping ain't very good.
Yep. Yeah.
And also just, Traverse Town, one of the worst. Traverse Town's pretty shit.
I got lost in Traverse Town.
Oh, so bad.
Well, the first time you go to Traverse Town, you're supposed to go in a shop, and you're supposed to not find anyone, and then you have to go out and then walk all the way around the town and kill all the bad guys. And they don't tell you this, but you got to go back inside the shop. I didn't go back inside the shop because, like, I've already been in there. That must not be where I'm supposed to go. I walked around for an hour not knowing what to do, and I went back inside the shop, and then the character was there like, hey, we need to go do a cutscene. I fucking cannot stand Kingdom Hearts.
I can't stand Kingdom Hearts either.
Look forward to the joint Brain Scratch Com FT Share LP of Kingdom Hearts 1 coming next year.
John said he's going to be doing Kingdom Hearts 1 for like 3 years now, so.
Oh, for everyone, favorite movies? I really like Watchmen, and I really like Brave Little Toaster.
Watchmen surprises
Nice
me.
choices.
It's a fine. Watchmen's a good movie. Well, depending on who you are, I like it, but it's.
Regardless, I just beat the game, so yay.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Any last minute donations before we wrap things up here so we can get to other games?
Nope.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Nope.
Yeah, I would like to say, chat, I am disappointed that I have not seen one Photoshop used with Mighty Lips. You have disappointed me.
Disappointed?
Did you just say there's not one Photoshop with your peanuts?
No, but man.
Oh God! Apparently,
Mighty Lips for life.
Brian, someone, Sammy Durzy in the chat just said, Way Forward just sent out an email confirming that risky mode is completed and coming soon. Can you tell Ryan? No, I will not tell Ryan. Tell him yourself.
But cool, that's still good to know, so.
Timing.
Timing.
Perfect timing.
Yep. Alright, so I guess.
The 86 Transformers animated movies, best movies ever made.
Alright, so we good to sign off so Ted and everyone else can get on their Shovel Knight race.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so thanks for enjoying Shantae Half Genie Hero. We will talk to you guys all whenever we're all on next time, so later.